Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Coming down a starry night, it's yours truly, the illustrious Phantom Thief, Kurtis Hashimoto. Sorry. And hi, hello. Welcome back to Powerwash Simulator. I forgot this game is like silent. We need to like put on some BGM. Hold on. Let me go find some BGM. Hello, hi Chi, welcome. You're eating while watching? I have some milk tea, so. Hmm. They put Did they put pudding in this or something? I asked for no toppings. I think there's something in this. It's taro milk tea. I honestly just got it as an excuse for me to get out, to get outside for a little bit. So I went right before stream. I went to go get some milk tea because I was like, I need to get outside and do something. Let's see, what kind of music do we want? We do last stream's music. Night routine. What else do we have? That's not the mood. Oh, raindrop swing is nice. Let's see, how's the volume on that? That's nice. Okay, I like that one. Cool. Let me get my microphone in place. Alright, there we go. Taro! New keyboard, this keyboard sucks. I'm so sorry for your new keyboard. I need to get me one of those. I've been thinking about this for a while. I need to get myself like a new keyboard. I've been using the same keyboard for the past like 5 years. Ever since I started before I started streaming. But I really want to get me one of those like wireless keyboards. Because I mean the latency doesn't really matter that much, right? I want to get me a wireless keyboard. So it'd be easier to like move around my keyboard while I stream. But still keep the clacky noise. The clacky noise is nice. Alright, here we go. We're playing Powerwash Simulator again. Actually, hold on. This is a full screen type game, isn't it? Hold on. I want to get me a wireless keyboard because, especially when I do those hand cam streams and I have to move around my keyboard, it's a bit inconvenient to like have it have my keyboard to have to move my keyboard around like everywhere. So it'd be nice to have like especially since it's cabled. So it'd be nice to have a wireless one. When I do hand cam streams, it's easier to move my thing around. But I'd also have to remember to charge it. So hopefully that's not too much of an issue. Here we go. Maybe, it's insane. I was just thinking about it. How little I actually how little I actually, here, let's see here. How little I actually use my how I use like my my hat and my mask nowadays. So I have my hat and my mask toggle, but like I don't use them that often nowadays. I mean, I use it like fairly often, obviously, but like I feel like a lot of the times nowadays I just stream like this, like like nothing. I feel like it's a face visibility thing where like it's easier to see my face and emote if I don't have them on. But I mean, some games I feel like it's appropriate to wear it, But I was thinking to myself, like, man, it's also because the hat is so big. I think I would wear it more if it wasn't for the fact that it covers like half the screen. Like if I do this, it literally covers half the screen. Like if we go back to the other game overlay, it covers so much. It's like all of chat covered by my hat. Fancy schmancy hat, yeah. I love the fancy schmancy hat. Yeah, it's so big. It's so big. Not that I mind it. I think it's fun, but oh my lord. Okay, let's see here. Let me also let's go back. Here we go. Okay. Where were we? Last time we played Powerwash Simulator, we finished up a really big like park, and now we've got, I think this is a haunted house, I believe, and this is a golf cart. Let's start with the golf cart. Also, I need you to clean my sorry golf cart. Oh, I thought you were saying sorry to clean my golf cart. Never mind. His name is Mayor Jeff Jefferson the 8th. It's a lot of Jeff Jeffersons. Also, I forgot this. I didn't loop the music. Hold on. There we go. I told him my voice. I was trying to like. My voice is like not warmed up right now. It's like. It's honestly. I think my voice has been a little scratchy the past couple of days, but I don't know if that's because I haven't really been speaking as much, or if it's like the weather or something. No wonder they pay so much. Yeah, it's just I'm doing this for fun. I'm doing this as a hobby, basically. No, I'm kidding. Being a freelancer must be so hard, though. Or, like, getting your own work done. Okay, here we go. How do I... Alright. Alright. How do I rotate again? It's been so long. Does anyone remember this? Remember how to rotate thing? Oh, it's, okay. R for rotate. Makes sense. Okay. Let me just turn stuff differently so I can hear myself a little better when I talk. Okay, cool. Hi, Meowbles. Just did a Powerwash Sim IRL. Not as satisfying as the game makes it. Okay, you know what? Speaking of Powerwash Simulator, I think I talked about this on a stream a while back as like a little story, but like I got an email from a while back. I got an email from like some indie game devs, right? I obviously never responded to them because their game wasn't something I was interested in. But I swear, I've gotten 2 more emails from indie games since then. Indie game devs. Not that I hate getting their emails, but it's like, you know, not that I hate getting their emails, but it's like, I swear they must have put me on like some sort of marketing list or something. I don't know. Okay, I think one of them is like sort of warranted. Like literally earlier today, or like maybe it was yesterday. I guess it was earlier. I don't know. It was like yesterday or today. I got an email from another indie game dev, but like it makes sense because this one is about like a power washing game. It's like a 2D pixel art, like some sort of power washing game. So I guess that made sense. They probably saw that I had Powerwash Simulator recently streamed or on my schedule, or even like I had the waiting room up and probably sent me an email. But the other one was for like a horror game, and like this one I'm like very clearly not really their target audience because I don't stream horror games that much. Not that I hate horror games, it's just more like I'm not really a horror game type guy, you know. I'm not really known for horror games, I suppose. I've done a couple of those streams, but like not that many horror games. So I was like, why are you emailing me? Who? It's like it suddenly started happening. Like not in my 4 other years of streaming, suddenly now I'm getting a whole bunch of I'm getting more emails from indie game devs. I was like, why are you emailing me out? Who put me on their marketing list? I don't need this. Not that I think like, I don't know. I don't hate it. It's just more like, I don't know. I feel like it. Powerwash. I want that one. Yeah, I want that streamer. Yeah. No, it's all good. I'm not like too upset. It's just more like I don't know why they're emailing me. It's like I swear, like not when I did any other stream. Suddenly now I'm getting emails. So I must have been put on some sort of like list of like a community list for like indie game devs, being like, hey, this guy seems to play indie games. Email him. And not like any of the other not any of the other years I streamed. Not when I streamed Cave Story in my very first year. Not when I streamed like Me Side a year ago or any other indie games. I don't know. Anyways. Yeah, a community list. It means you're getting popular. I don't know if I want to be. It's so funny. I think I keep texting Puns. I'm like, Puns, they sent me another email. Why are they emailing me? I mean, we can check it out. The game was called like Pixel Washer or something. The one that I got. The other one I got. I got okay, so the one from like a while back that I got emailed for was called Witch Blood on Steam. I think you're a large brand now. I don't want to get sponsored by. Okay, this doesn't. Okay, wait, no. If I say this, okay, I was about to say something that could potentially make me sound really, really pretentious. I was about to say I don't really want to get sponsored by indie brands. I want to get sponsored by Burger King, but then I realized Burger King's like a really big company. It's not for any particular reason. I just have. This is like the new something that this is something that the new gen viewers won't really understand. But for a very long time on my channel, I had like a running gag with like with Burger King. So I was like I always make jokes about Burger King, but no one's gonna get that anymore because I don't make it as much anymore. Here we can look at them real quick. Let me see. Let me just make sure I'm not like doxing myself when I show my Steam or something. Let's see here. But yeah, no, Puns was telling me that I guess like Puns was telling me that there are a bunch of like he gets emails from indie devs pretty often, and they sort of like this is like something that they normally do in the industry. So seeing how many emails I'm getting, I'm kind of believing it by now. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, here we go. So this is the one I got emailed about last night. This is called Pixel Washer, which is very similar to what we're playing. Can I zoom in at all? No? Okay. Yeah, you play as like some adorable pig, and you power wash, and this honestly looks pretty good. I'm gonna be real. Is this a collab with another game? Is Monster Fantasy a real like another game? Yeah, but this honestly looks pretty good. It looks charming. The graphics are nice. It looks like a 2D power washing thing. Burger King, yeah, I had a big running gag with Burger King when I was it was in my early days. Yeah, so this is one of them. It honestly looks pretty good. It's just like a memory. Yeah, I don't know. This looks pretty cool. It's like as like a 2D power wash type thing. So this one I would consider. The other one was, what was it? Let's see. What was it called? Witch Blood. I guess I'm giving them the free marketing they probably wanted because I'm showing them off now. It's a first-person psychological horror game. Have I really shown that I'm interested in this kind of thing? This really isn't my type of game, you know? Yeah, it contains intense horror elements, themes of death, trauma, family abuse. I don't think this is my type of game. I've barely streamed Phasmophobia. I don't know. Yeah, it looks scary. I'm not really sure what it's about. Oh, that looks creepy. Okay, now that's just a little goofy, actually. Yeah, I don't know. Shrug. I don't know. I don't know about this. You streamed Phasmo? I streamed Phasmo a couple times. Yeah. Yeah. Also, cards on the table. We live at the old house of Esther Death. So this is like the haunted house where her name is Death. Her last name is literally Death. The Wicked Witch in the classic movie. And vanished mysteriously in the national park, so she went missing. Oh wow. Picked up an absolute bargain. The furniture moves around a little. That's just next level feng shui. They have zero survival instinct. They would die in a horror movie. The other power washers are too scared to set foot in our yard. Good thing I'm the Phantom Thief. Even though I'm not literally a phantom, but we'll take it. Anyways, yeah. No, I'm not a large brand or anything. I don't know why they keep emailing me. Honestly, I kind of want them to keep a weird creepy sign on the outside of the house. What weird creepy sign? This? Super creepy sign? What's super creepy sign? You mean the mailbox? The mailbox looks pristine. It actually looks untextured. I'm gonna be honest. It doesn't look like it has any texture whatsoever. Did they? It looks like the default white texture in Blender. Did they texture this at all? No? Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna judge. Yeah, what weird creepy sign? I don't see a weird creepy sign. It's probably fine. All right. Yeah, we're at the old house of as their death. I don't know. And you know, with a game like if you have a name like that, honestly, we can power wash the. Ooh, wow, dog tracks. If you have a name like that, honestly, you were born to die. Wait, no, that's not a good way of putting it. Like your whole life is basically leading up to your death. Like you know your death has to be good. You know. I mean, I guess we're all born to die at some level. Okay. This music does not fit. Should I pick more fitting VGM for the death house? For the haunted house, or here we go. Hey. But yeah, my voice is like I don't know if it's like what's been I don't know what it is, but like I feel like my voice has been maybe like a little bit scratchier than normal. It's kind of bothering me because I was trying to record some stuff and I was like, I'm not getting any good takes because my voice is too scratchy. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the food I'm consuming or something. Maybe it's like maybe I'm not doing something nice with my throat. I don't really know. But, hey, that was, oh my gosh, okay. Yeah, my voice has been just a little bit, like, I don't know. I don't think, like, my voice isn't, like, tired. It's just, like, it's not like I'm losing my voice or anything. It's not like, it's not really even, like, very noticeable. It's just, like, a little it's just like a tiny bit scratchy, not like in a noticeable way, but at least for me, I notice it. I don't really know what's up. It might be because I haven't like really done any like voice practice recently. I honestly think it might be because it's like much colder in our house now than in my old apartment, because my old apartment didn't have the apartment I was living in during the year was like warm all the time, but now it's like really cold in our house because my dad is a Yeti and he requires it to be cold at all times. So maybe it's that, or maybe it's just like now that I'm living with my maybe it's also just maybe it's just a psychological thing. Maybe now that since I'm living with my family again, and I have to be like mindful about maybe I'm more subconsciously mindful about my noise level. So now that I'm more self-conscious about it, I can't like summon my normal like voice, like the normal strength in my voice that I usually would have. So we'll see. I don't know. I got a lot of sleep last night hoping it would help. And I'll give it a try again after stream. I'm also hoping that stream will help warm up my voice. That should be good. But yeah, no, it pays to take care of your voice. I don't usually need a lot of vocal rest. Sometimes it might just be one of those days, you know? Because some days it's just hard to get your voice on lock. You know? Some days it's just not it. And you have to wait for I have to wait for like a good day. It's like, oh, I'm in a good like mood for today. I can record. My voice feels like it's in a good mood. I feel like talking a lot. This will be a good time to record something. That's when I normally do my recording and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully I can, like not, I don't know. Hopefully like it's not. I don't know. My voice isn't going though. It's just like I just hope like I can like lock in on this. I want to record. Also, you just did power washing in real life, Meowbles. How was that? I've never actually used a power washer in real life. Well, I guess that's not really that common of a thing to just be have lying around, you know? We're really getting in there, just like even on the bottom of things. Doesn't this kind of look like a game of Hangman? Actually, I don't know. I think I remember watching someone play this specific level. The dialogue is gonna go on about how like, oh, there's these weird esoteric signs written about in the house. It's like, nope, it's just building diagrams. Never mind, false alarm. There you go. Get the corners. Snap, he has the hat on today. I do! Hi V, welcome! Is it making glitchy noises? Hold on. You guys hear that? If it's just here, it's normal. And then if I go here. You hear that? Sorry. I just forgot. I thought it was funny. Hello. Yeah, we were just talking about how I never have the hat on, ever. I never have the hat on, for any stream, and for like none of my streams nowadays. I was like, I should put the hat on for this because it's Phantom Thief. I returned to. I don't know. I was hearing glitchy noises on the thing. I was like trying to replicate it with my mouth. I don't know why I said mouth like that. Hey. Okay. Yippee. Wash, washy, wash. Wow, that was hardly even done. Okay. Yeah, this game is all nice and everything until it finishes it for you. Here we go. House. I want a mission where we can just like power wash like the Grim Reaper or something. Like just himself. It's just like ooh, imagine power washing like Halloween decorations. Ooh. Huge area. This isn't, I mean, we did a house that one stream, like 2 streams ago, I think. This isn't as big as the park, so I think it should be okay. Look at the porch first. Here we go. Get your house. It'd be really bad if someone, actually no, they're not inside right now, but if someone opened up the door and we just power washed their face, that would be really bad. Here we go. Get the grime off. You're gonna pass out for a bit, watching me in spirit. Yeah, I'm gonna take you to the spirit realm real quick. We're gonna let's go to hell real quick. Don't worry. It's totally fine, bro. That was wow. Okay. I was not even close on that one. Imagine you get summoned to hell just to power wash. It's like, yeah, so we got a Burger King location down here. It's kind of getting dirty from all the brimstone and sulfur. You mind power washing that for a bit, guy? Thanks. I'll pay you double your rates. Okay, thank you, Mr. Devil, I guess. Mr. Grim Reaper. Am I allowed to say Satan on stream? It's fine. I'm not Christian anymore. Even though I literally got invited by my mom to go to church this weekend. Some of my other family members are getting on in their years. Apparently one of my uncles, my great uncles, got in a car accident recently. I don't think he's injured. I would have heard about it if he was injured, but apparently he had a car accident, and he is kind of going a little bit senile. So, or I don't know. His mind isn't as sharp as it used to be from what I remember of him. So, I think I honestly I'm surprised he was still driving, but yeah, his wife, my uncle's wife asked it. Oh, it's weird. I guess she's my aunt, but we don't call her aunt. She never asked us to call her aunt, so we don't call her aunt. But after my uncle remarried, but she's nice. She asked my mom if she could take her to church because she doesn't have a ride anymore since they don't want my uncle to drive anymore. So I guess and my mom was like, hey, if you want to see your aunt, we can go to church. I'm like, maybe I'll go to church. So I might do that before. It's gonna be on Sunday, so I guess I might go to church before stream on Sunday. So after you clean the throne. Yeah, clean the throne room, please. So. Oh, okay. I accidentally restarted the music. Oops. That's okay. But yeah, so that's gonna happen. I haven't been to church in forever. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I haven't been to church in quite a long time. But so it'll be interesting to see. I used to go all the time as a kid, but I'm not particularly religious anymore. It's just more one of those things where more like I just sort of grew up Christian. But honestly, I don't think my family is too bought into it, honestly. Which feels weird. I don't know if bought in is the right use of words, but yeah, they don't really seem to bought in with being Christian anyways. So we kind of just got. I think especially after our church switched locations, when it became farther away from our house, we just stopped going entirely. But I remember like half of the people at church were my family members. Not that the church was small. I think it was actually a pretty big church. It's just that like my family on my dad's side is really big, so I was related to most of the people at church, like to half the people at church at least. Well, I say half. It wasn't. I don't think it was actually that much. It must have been like a third, maybe. Aunts. My aunts is something else. What do you call them? What do you guys call your family members? Cause I go with the aunt and uncle. Although it's weird because I say aunt and uncle for most people, and then I say aunt and uncle for most people, and then but for specifically my grandparents on my mom's side, I call them gongong and papa because that's your mom, that's your maternal grandparents. On gongong is like your maternal grandfather, and then papa is your paternal grandmother. I call them mga papa. I think just because they don't speak English, or yeah, they don't speak English. But everyone else, even the other family members on my mom's side who all do speak Cantonese, I just call them aunt and uncle, and then their English name. Tita and Tito. If they're related. No, that's fair. I do know in like English, some people just call like close, or just call like older people aunt or uncle, just like as like a show of respect, or like affection. So I get it. I remember when I was a kid, I was told to call some other adults at church, because we went to church all the time, so we would speak to them. I would call them aunt and uncle, even though they weren't related, but I always found it weird because I wasn't related to them, so I stopped calling them that. I think I told my mom how weird it felt, because I was like, I'm not related to them though, and she was like, you just don't call them that aunt and uncle now, you don't want to. Oh, is the stream dying? Alright. I can never remember what the Chinese word for uncle is. I know ayi is basically aunt in Chinese, although I don't think it's the only form of aunt. I think it's like aunt, because like you have different terms for like aunt or uncle on whether they're on your mom and like your family members, whether they're on your mom's side or your dad's side. I just don't remember what they are. There's so many of them. There you go. Google's your best friend. Yeah. Well, I'm playing Powerwash Simulator, so... I'm playing games. I'm the games player. There we go. Look at this porch. It's almost completely pristine except for the parts that aren't. Here we go. There we go. Alright. Let's get that rooftop. And then... should we save the roof for last, or should we just go like front to back? Also, can you really power wash off moss like this? Does all the moss build up on the gutters? I don't know. Probably. I've had to clean gutters before. But I didn't use it with a power washer. I just sort of used my hands and I took the leaves out and the sticks and stuff. I remember I used to, my old neighbors, I used to, oh my gosh, how do I get that? I used to, there we go. They used to ask me to water their plants in their backyard and stuff, and on their porch, just like on their lawn and everything. They used to ask me to wash their things. Well, not to wash their things, but to like water their plants and stuff. I don't think I ever got paid for it. It was just more of like Kurtis is a good little kid type thing. I just did it because they were getting on in the years, and honestly, we were paying them anyways because they were my piano teacher. So depends on the angle, distance, and strength of the power washer. Can you clean my gutters too? I mean, if you can buy me a flight, I guess. if you really want to pay for me to fly over to your state and then like to fly across the US and then clean your power washers or to clean your gutters instead of having literally anyone else do it. Sure, I guess, if that's what you want. Any specific surnames? Yeah, Chinese is weird like that. I remember my mom in one of my mom's shows that she likes to watch, like her Chinese dramas. I think like there was this grandma, right? I don't remember if she was I don't remember if it was paternal or maternal, but basically their granddaughter gave her a letter and said my grandma is the best, but it was like the wrong grandma. I think maybe she wrote like the one for your grandparent, for your paternal side, but she might have wrote papa or something like that. And then the grandma was so distraught that she wasn't the grandkid's favorite because she read that. She had a heart attack and died. I was like, that's such an insane thing. You had a little kid write the wrong grandma. Instead of your reaction being like, oh, haha, silly little kid, little like 3-year-old doesn't know which one is the right grandparent. They just instead had a heart attack and died. I was watching that. My mom was explaining the plot, and I was like, excuse me, mom? Like my first reaction would have been like, oh, if she sent this specifically to me, she wouldn't have just done it like this. My grandkid would not have done it specifically to be like, oh, haha, you're not my favorite. My other grandma's my favorite. No, my reaction would have been, oh, haha, they don't know how to write the right thing. So, but no, she had a heart attack and died. And then I think someone was like, don't be so hard on the kid. She just didn't know how to write. Like, she's like, she wasn't the reason your grandma died. I was like, oh my god, that's a crazy plot development. Just landed at O'Hare. You can go to the Gundam store next door. Oh my gosh, the new Penny Parker skin, because we were playing Marvel Rivals last night with puns, or I was a little bit. It's literally Gundam. I'm not really into Gundam that much, but we could go get Gundam, I guess, if you really want. I'm not really too into Gundam, but I also haven't watched like any of like the shows or anything, or built really any of the model kits. So I don't know. It just doesn't really seem like my kind of thing, because instead of being into like big mech type things, I'm more into like cute stuff. But I don't know. What's your mom watching? I don't know. She just watches whatever Chinese drama TV shows she can find online. I think, to be fair, it was like one of those like slice of life office work type shows, and I don't think honestly the grandma dying scene was like over just like that. Wow, that was Jesus moly. There was this whole entire side left. So I don't think it was like that insane. It honestly they didn't even treat it like, at least from what I saw, I don't think it was like that big of a plot like thing, but I don't know. Like it wasn't that I don't think it was that important to the plot of that episode, which is insane because the grandma dying. I mean, I'm sure it was important, but I don't think it was like, it wasn't like a big plot moment, you know? It was just sort of like one of those, I don't know. It was like a 10-minute scene at best. 5-10 minute scene. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. My mom watches whatever. Sometimes it's like a lot of the times I think it's like those historical, like not historical, but like one of those like, you know how we have like a lot of medieval fantasy type like shows or settings that we have in fiction. I think she likes watching those fiction shows where like it's historical China. It takes place in like, you know, in like in like historical China type setting, like that kind of fantasy. Other than that, it's like office life, slice of life type shows, but I don't know. I just thought it was really weird. I had a strange sigh-like sound. Spooky. Oh my gosh, it was a faulty whoopee cushion that you just sat on. Aura Smith. Isn't Aura like an actual name? That's a really cool name. Although, I guess it's literally Aura, I suppose. I feel like I've heard of Aura as a name. Oh, there we go. There we go. Have fun! Thank you for stopping by, Chin. Here you go. Aura. I'm so dumb. Okay. Also, I just realized that there's recoil on the power washer. I mean, I guess that makes like real life sense, but it's funny to think of like having like recoil control over a power washer, I guess. Oh my gosh, there's a cute little face. Look at it. I can't make a little 3 face with my mouth. I can't do it. I was trying. Okay. Alright, well, goodbye. Weird face. I'm sorry. It has to be this way. Here we go. There we go. Wow. They up the tolerance on or something on like the grace thing on like, oh, you don't have to wash everything in order for it to count as complete. Did they up it? I swear it wasn't this sensitive, or it wasn't like this like bad in the other jobs. Aim down one-handed. Yeah, you're gangsta firing your power washer down sideways. This cannot be safe. And who cares about safety regulations? I'm a freelancer. If I die, that's on me. I don't own a bit. I am the sole employee of this business. I am my own boss. Have you guys ever fired a firearm? I haven't. I know I had a chance to when I was like 11, but I actively declined. Just these guns. True. Although I'm pretty. Hold on. I'm pretty skinny though. I'm very lean built. So when I was in Boy Scouts, because I was a Boy Scout. When I was younger, I think you had to be at least 13 or something. I was definitely or I don't know, at least some sort of age. You had to be, there was definitely a minimum age to be able to use firearms. But I remember when I was in Boy Scouts, we had like we had this like one camp out a year where the adults would like bring firearms and they would allow the boys to like use them and like on target range and everything. And I would go to the camp out, but I didn't want to engage with the because I liked camping, but I didn't want to engage with the firearms. So yeah, I didn't want to engage with the firearms. So like use them. So I literally like sat with earplugs for like how long was it? Maybe like 5 hours. At the range at the camp out. I sat for like 5 hours just like doing nothing, just sort of walking around, watching the other boys shoot guns and just twiddling my thumbs while I waited for everyone to finish up with it, because I was like, well, they can't just leave me unattended at the range. At the camp. But like I didn't want to use the firearms. It's like not that I like, it's just that I don't trust myself with firearms. Like I don't trust myself with a shotgun shooting clay pigeons, all right? So I just didn't engage with it. But looking back on it, I don't even like. I mean, I had fun. I had fun stuff to do with like the rest of the camp out, but like I think it was like a 2-night camp out. So we were there for like, so we would arrive. It was like a 2-night thing, and then the second day we were there was like pretty much just like for firing guns. So I don't even know why I even arrived at that camp out in the first place. But yeah, no, I never used the firearms. I never really wanted to. The JDJ Fat Mac? What the heck is that? Oh wait, hold on, this is the wrong. Oh, here we go. What is this? Is this like 50 BMG? What is this? It's so big. Oh no, it's 950. Yeah, no, there's a 950 JDJ cartridges. 70 millimeters in length. Holy moly. No thanks. Why would I have fire this? There's a copy pasta for it, by the way. Oh my gosh. No, you know what you should be firing? You should be firing 500 Nitro Express. Literally the round used to kill elephants, I believe. Yeah, let's do 500 Nitro Express. If you're gonna do it, go big or go home, I guess. Fat Mac can do whales? Oh my god. I shudder to think of like a whale gun, considering historical whale hunting was done with like harpoons and tons of men, and it was a dangerous profession. Like I struggle to think of what kind of gun could take down a whale. Jesus. Sporting rifle. That sounds like a sporting rifle, honestly. Because us humans are squishy. So, compared to other animals. We have like a 0 in our defense stat, basically. Me especially. I have a very low defense stat. There we go. Alright. Wait. Okay. I think my voice is warming up. Yeah, also back and home. Pretty much. I'm having some trouble registering for some online classes. Or just my summer classes in general. But hopefully it'll work out. More classes. That's how I feel. I don't want to do any more classes. I just want to be dumb and get a job already. Honestly, I don't really feel like I'm learning anything helpful with my classes. Mainly because I don't really think I'm gonna go get a job in astronomy, because that would require another 6 to 8 years of classes, and then that's all of that money spent just so I can have one job that I might not even get because astronomy is super competitive. So we'll see. Chimney done. Okay. I think we'll get the other side of the roof later. I want to leave my problems alone. I just want to take a good look at this and be proud of the work that I've done already. Ah! Okay. The gutters are not done. Let's see. Do I have to get like this side of the gutter? I don't know. That's must not send help. Yeah, please send help. How do I get the? Yeah, this is totally safe. Just pick up the ladder. Put it all the way down there. That's definitely safe. Oh, I missed out a lot. Hold on. Spin, 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 spin. There we go. Oh, you need the friggin' ladder for this. There's no way you're doing this without the ladder. Right? Am I allowed to grab this? There we go. Okay. Gutter. There you go. How much more gutter is left? Let's see. I'm on vacation when I go to class. Oop. So is a third of your workforce just like going, just gonna be gone, I guess? I don't know. Let's see here. What am I missing on the gutter? Oh, probably all of that junk. Is that it? What else? Ah! I just hopped off of the... Here we go. Hi! Hi, Okami Shiro. Okami Ashiro. Welcome! Hello! I'm trying to like... Oh my gosh. Ladder. There we go. Yeah, picking up a ladder from the first floor when it's on the second floor cannot be safe. Okay. Nope. I guess is that gutter gonna get clean? Like... Oh, I'm missing this entire wall. That would make sense. And it wasn't even finished. Mia is fine. Oh, okay. I'm good. How about you? Alright, let's see here. We're just power washing and yapping and being silly. Yeah, this is very similar to that other what house? Okay. I guess we'll save the garage for last. Well, I want to do this wall because I feel like it. Can we draw things? There's my signature. The Phantom Thief was here. There we go. Muhaha, my next heist. I actually just came and cleaned your house. Oh, you have to pay me money. No, I'm kidding. Wasn't there that woman who? Wasn't there this woman that like broke into someone's house, did their dishes, cleaned the house and everything, left, and then demanded that they pay them. It's like, hey, yeah, by the way, I cleaned your house, so you need to pay me for my services. But it's like, no, you broke into our house. Like, we didn't ask for this service. Free service is better? True. I don't know. It was... I mean... I was about to say, I don't know anything about this story. Of course I don't know anything about this story. I'm not like a personal victim. This is so scuffed. Wait. So... this fence, presumably, is built into the facade of this house? Yeah, that or it's just clipping through. It's because it's clipping into this. And I presume this part right here. Oh yeah, this is wood. This is wooden trim. But it's part of the house facade. So in game, I presume this means that this fence is part of this facade. And if you ever wanted to re-renovate like this part of the house, like, then you would have to also take down the fence. Even though I know realistically the fence is just clipping into the house right now. Sorry, I just thought it was funny. I want to put that out. Okay. Here we go. Ain't that nice? How are you guys doing today? Let me take off the hat. I think it's that way I can you guys see my face a little better. I bet I was having a good time. Cute? All I did was take off my hat. What do you mean by my face? I don't know. I try my best. Digging post holes and pouring concrete under them, my body is sore. I hope you have some time to relax. Take a nice bath. I was really trying to get like I really wanted to record yesterday, but I just couldn't do it. I was trying everything to like get my voice in shape, but it just wasn't working. So yesterday, I had a bath to try and like, I've never taken a bath. I never take baths ever because normally they take too long. But I went and had a nice soak in the bathtub to try to like warm up my body, thinking that would like to be like, oh yeah, that'll like to help warm up my body and like see if it will warm my throat, because I think being warm, not too hot, but being warm definitely does help with like vocals and everything. And we also had hot pot yesterday. I thought that would help, but having something hot, like having some nice hot soup, I thought would help. I mean, I didn't suggest it. My mom wanted to have hot pot anyways, but I was like, oh, this is gonna be a nice bonus though, having hot pot along with taking a bath and having some hot pot. Hopefully that'll help get my voice into shape. To warm up my vocals, to literally warm up. I remember when I was in oh shoot, oh, I think there's no fall damage. My bones are immaculate. I remember when I was in band, I remember like quite literally, your instrument being cold would change the acoustics of it, because like because we would march in like both the hot weather and the cold weather, because it would get hot during the day and cold during the night, for field shows and street shows or street performances. And I feel like I kind of treat my voice the same way I treat a wind instrument, because of my band experience. So in my mind, it's like, well, if I'm literally too cold, too hot, then it does change the acoustics of my voice. Because I mean, it's air, like sound travels differently through air depending on the temperature, and you know, my and like also through materials, and my voice is an instrument. But yeah, no, we had hot pot last night. It was really tasty. I also had a bath, and yeah. I think my sister really wanted to have hot pot because you went to a hot pot place for her last week for her graduation, and she got, while we were there, they served like these sweet potato noodles. I think it might be a new, I'm sure sweet potato like noodles aren't like a new thing, but I think they might be like, considering that they were being served at this place, they might be like a new recent trendy thing. I was like, because my sister specifically really wanted like these like really wide sweet potato noodles like we got from the hot pot place. She didn't want like normal sweet potato noodles. She wanted like these really specific ones. And I was looking it up, and all the articles I could say was like, oh yeah, there's this like sweet potato noodles, or like almost in like those sort of like or like new like food trends. It seemed like almost like a food trend type thing, because they were like talking about how it's healthy for you and stuff. And I don't know, I think my sister just wanted it because she really liked it from that hot pot place. You're hungry now? You can always go get some food. Go get some hot pot, make some hot pot. Man, we had hot pot last night. We had a lot of like fish stuff, we had a lot of fish balls, and I think we had like scallion broth with we also just had like some beef and pork as well, and cabbage. Cabbage is always really nice to have in hot pot. Hot pot's always really fun. It's easy to do. It's tasty. And my mom was like asking me like, "Oh, Kurtis, when are you gonna stream? I need to know, so that way I know you will be present." She was asking me when I was planning on live streaming this week at the top of the week, because she was like, I want you to be free for this. Like, if we're gonna have hot pot, we need to do it as a family at the dinner table. So you're gonna have to be there. So I need to know when you're not on the way, what days you're streaming on, Kurtis. So that way I know you will be present for family dinner. So I told her I told her I was gonna stream just my normal days, which are Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. And my mom was like, okay, so we'll do it on Thursday. So we had a hot pot yesterday because my mom was like, you need to be there, Kurtis. You can't not be there for hot pot. My mom is serious about hot pot. She's really serious. She's serious about food, I guess. And your stream schedules? No, I haven't sent her. I didn't send her my actual stream schedule. I think it's because when she asked me, I hadn't made it yet. But you know, maybe if she was subscribed to my channel, then she would know when my stream schedule was. No, I'm kidding. My mom wouldn't watch my stuff. My mom would not watch my live streams. That weird rumbling noise? Isn't there a volcano? Isn't there literally a volcano? Like an active volcano? False alarm, Jenny put the washer on spin. Okay, never mind. Isn't there literally, like... Isn't this city literally next to an active volcano somewhere? I could have sworn there was like an active volcano. I don't know. Then her the Discord link. She doesn't have Discord. How... My mom might be modern for her age, but she's not that modern. Alright? I would say Skype, but I think Skype is dead. She definitely used Skype back in the day. Oh. Here we go. All right. But speaking of hot pot, last night I actually remembered this like hot. I remember this one time I was like in college. I decided to invite one of my friends, someone I hadn't seen for a bit, over to my dorm. This was like 2 years ago. This was like 2 years ago Thanksgiving, I believe. But I invited them over to my place for hot pot. I was like, hey, that'll be fun. It'll be fun. But like back in my old dorm that I was staying in before the apartment for this year, for the past year, so when I was at the dorm at the time, I didn't have a kitchen. And I didn't really have that many cooking utensils, so we came up with hot pot because I was like, oh, I figured like, oh, I've got a rice cooker, so we could just turn on the rice cooker and bring some stuff that way, and we'll have hot pot around a rice cooker. It's like classic college cooking, basically. And I remember it was really scuffed because I hadn't tried this out before, so we were just sitting there for like 40 minutes waiting, like sitting around like the rice cooker waiting for it to boil because it legitimately took that long for it to boil. And then every time we put some ingredients in, I think it took like a while for it to heat back up because the cold ingredients for it to heat back up because because you know it's a rice cooker. It's not like it wasn't like that good of a rice cooker. It was really it was like the most scuffed hot pot I think I've ever done. It was a lot of fun. We spent a lot of time yapping. And I think it was kind of fun because of how scuffed it was. It's just like, wow, I really thought that a rice cooker could do it. It was so like it was just so funny and also honestly kind of awkward that I was like, damn, I invited them over for like Thanksgiving dinner and for hot pot at like my place because we had nothing, neither of us had anything better to do, and now we're just sitting here for like 40 minutes waiting for a fucking pot of water in a rice cooker to heat up. It was also really scuffed because I didn't have any furniture, so we just like stacked up a bunch of cardboard boxes and used that as like a table, as like a central table, and then we just like borrowed like chairs or something. I don't remember. It was like super scuffed. Ah, good times. Peak male living space. Well, when you don't have a kitchen, you gotta make do, okay? When your space is meant for one person. My living space is better now. Although, I guess I will have to give up my apartment soon. My lease is gonna end soon. And I guess I only had one seat in it anyways. But I never invited anyone over to my apartment in the past year, so I guess I didn't really end up being a problem. Only having one table, only one chair. I also had no table. It was actually the only table I had. Actually, like, I kind of wish I'd bought a folding table at some point to have dinner on, because I had one table and that was my desk for like my desk for streaming, obviously. No. I was gonna say my desk for streaming. No, it wasn't meant for streaming. It was just like the one office table. It was like a really small table, I'm gonna be honest. I'm surprised my entire like setup could even fit on it. Like the dual monitor setup could fit on that table, but it was really small. But you know, I had like one table, and like most of it was most of that space was taken up by my computer. So I didn't really have a place to eat dinner. I normally just like put my dinner plate on my lap or something. Wow, that was hardly even done. I did eat on my table, but I would always have to remove my keyboard mat because I didn't want to get it dirty. And that was a hassle. But I probably should have gotten some sort of what is it? My brain work folding table at some point. I could probably have dinner, but I guess it didn't really matter because I never invited anyone over for dinner anyways, so it's all good. Hey, shut. Door. Man. Hi, King of Britain, welcome. Okay. This is a fun game, yeah. We're washing with power. I wonder if I should try that indie pixel washer game that one person sent me. That actually seemed like something I might be genuinely interested in. But not the witch blood thing. The witch blood thing I'm not interested in. Hello, little goober. Ride the cyclone? I have no clue what that is. Oh my gosh, I need to get like... I got it, my parents, not my parents, not my dad. My mom and my sister, every so often, I think like at least once a week, they have like a movie night where they watch like some sort of TV show or something, before they go to sleep. I think a couple days ago they were watching Avatar: The Last Airbender. I've got to convince them to watch Cosmic Princess Kaguya at some point. I've got to get in on this and be like, hey, we should watch Cosmic Princess Kaguya together. I have to show it to them. Peak musical? I'm not really into musicals myself, but my sister loves listening to Epic the Musical, like the soundtrack. She has it playing like all the time in her car. And she was in Hamilton back in the day too. How old is that Epic the Musical thing anyways? It's like definitely at least a few years old by this point. It's definitely nothing new. You're gonna steal my sister? I mean, she is pretty small. I think she's pretty stealable, honestly. She's very small. She has and yeah, she's very small and she's not very strong. In fact, she's pretty weak. So she is very stealable. But she does make a lot of noise because she has very low pain tolerance. I think I have pretty high pain tolerance, all things considered, but hers is very low. Oh. Has Epic even been produced yet? Like Epic the musical? Has that ever been produced into an actual musical? Kind of dead. I don't know what that means. Does that mean that like you have high pain tolerance? I don't. Or do you have no pain? You just don't feel pain? Might be a good thing though, right? That way you don't experience chronic pain later in life. But no, I think for I don't know. I've been wondering like, cause Epic the musical, right? Like or at least the soundtrack. Isn't that one of those things where like the musical hasn't actually been produced yet, but they produce like a they produce like a trial version of the musical, like just the sound to like show to people and be like, hey, we might be cooking with something. Isn't that basically what the Epic the musical soundtrack is? But I don't think it ever got produced, did it? Or actually, I don't know if it got produced. I haven't heard anything about it being produced, but I'm also not really keeping up with musicals, so I don't know. Animatic somewhere? Yeah. I mean, I don't know, maybe it takes a while to be produced. But like that's like, it's definitely a bit old though at this point, like the musical thing. Like the soundtrack. It's definitely like, yeah. I don't think it's been produced yet. Or I don't know if it's been produced, but I know like, how old is the soundtrack? It's like at least like, what is it? 4 years old? Shrek the musical? That's the only musical you're thinking about, probably. I haven't thought about Shrek the musical. You know, and I think ever, maybe. Except for when you guys bring it up on stream. Yeah, maybe if I had decided to be a theater kid instead of a band kid, I would know more about musicals. But no, I decided to be a band kid. I wonder how my theater friends are doing. I haven't met with them in a while. I wonder how they're doing. I haven't talked to a lot of people in a long time. I think our paths in life have diverged already. Now I'm an anime boy on the internet, and they're probably off doing whatever. I don't know. Maybe they became actors. I don't know. Okay. Oh, nope. Here we go. Yippee! Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big, I was gonna say musical buff. I'm just not like a film buff in general. I'm not really into films. Honestly, I think a big reason why is because I think the theater is a bit too loud. Like, you know, I just don't like how loud the theater is, honestly. Like when I go to the movie theater, I always think it's too loud for me. I'm like, ugh, my ears. Like I consistently, whenever I go to the theater, like the movie theaters, I always like put in like earbuds. Not like because I don't want to listen to the movie. It's just sort of like I don't listen to anything with my earbuds. I just like put them in, and it's like the amount of noise because the movie theaters have always been like a little bit too loud for me. But then when I put in my earbuds, I'm like, okay, this is the perfect noise level. Like this does not startle me. But I've always had like I don't even think it's been like, it's necessarily like a recent thing. I just have never really liked movies. seeing movies in theaters since I was a kid. Mainly because I think they're really loud. And they jar me a bit. It's worse on stage. Wow! Wow! This entire section was not even cleaned yet. That was unsatisfying. Yeah, weirdly enough though, I guess I've been on stage, but like it was for a band performance. I don't really mind it. You know, I didn't mind it when I was in band, but I mind it now. Maybe I've just gotten weaker since I'm not in band anymore. Here we go. Yeah, I didn't really mind the noise level when I was in band, but that's probably because I got, that's probably because I was exposed to it so much, I didn't really mind it anymore. Although I'm sure being in a band performance isn't as nerve-wracking as being like performing on stage, like in a play. D&D club. I remember, oh my gosh, some of my friends tried to start up a D&D club back in high school. Not that I mean, I say they tried. They did succeed. There was like an actual D&D club. I didn't really engage much with it because I was very antisocial, and I mean, I hung out there, but like I don't know, I just didn't really talk to people much back in high school. Even though I had a lot of friends, I just sort of hung out there, but I didn't really talk much or engage much with the D&D. Well, I guess I did engage with it a good bit, but I think that was actually how I got my start with D&D. Because I think I started, like, I created like a paladin character or something, for like a one-shot for their D&D club. But I don't know. I didn't actually end up playing with the club themselves that much, I guess. I was just sort of there because my friends were there. Or some of my friends were there. Maybe it's because I also had other friends. I was in a lot of friend groups when I was in high school. I never really got into clubs in high school though. Like, I think the closest thing for me, honestly, was band, but band isn't really a club. It's more like I mean, it kind of feels like a club, but I was never really too invested in any of the clubs at high school. Like, I definitely attended multiple club meetings. I looked around at multiple clubs, but I was never really like into clubs. I mean, I wasn't really into people, period. I was kind of just, I really was the, hold on, where is it? Nope, that's the wrong thing. Where is it? I was definitely the, oh my gosh, it's so big. I was definitely the ill people type person back in high school. And even when I started streaming, I was definitely the ill people kind person. Now I'm more of the left person. I'm more of the oh no people kind, but when I was in high school, I was definitely ill people. But even though I had friends, but the lifestyle. He requested to never get me again specifically. Wow. You play D&D with your math teacher? That's such a cool teacher. Get yourself a teacher that will play Yu-Gi-Oh or D&D with you. Yeah, no, I was never too into clubs. It's a lifestyle. Yeah, it's just how I am. Just let me be a bum, an antisocial bum mom. No, But I was never really into, like, I get into clubs, which is really surprising. Like, well, no, which it really surprised me that I like immediately got invested into a club when I joined college. Considering I was never into a club, but I mean maybe it's just nice to have a social space because I stopped being in band when I went to college because I was like I do not have the time for band anymore. So I guess maybe I can only have one social space at a time. Maybe that's my limit. How do, Dirt Finder? I got a real doozy for you where you can spend us a minute over at the recreational grounds. I'm PW, Park Warden. Is this the Grime Bandits? I need some help with my poor little play school. I don't know why I gave Martha Hubbard that voice. Hello, is this the Grime Bandits? I don't know. Careful how you go on the volcano. I told you! There's a volcano! There is an active volcano. And a Dream Barbecue reference. I have not played that game yet. Oh my gosh. I totally forgot that was even a thing. The smoky sunset. Here we go. Really depends. Yeah, I decided not to do it, but it's okay. I remember when I wanted to be part of the drum corps, like DCI, in high school, but like afterwards I was like, yeah, maybe I'll do DCI. Now that I'm looking back on it, I'm not cut out for that anymore. I think like I'm sad. I had fun in band in high school and middle school, but I think I'm not cut out for that anymore. I think I'm okay. I think a trumpet playing stream would be really cool. I'd go back and play trumpet. But I think if I ever did go back and play my trumpet or play trumpet, I would want to get a new trumpet. Considering the one that I have is insanely scuffed and it's I'm gonna be real, it feels awful to play. Hi RC fan. My fish in the sink. Okay. You can get a scholarship. That's true, but I mean like if you're playing like French horn or like bari sax or baritone clarinet, you get you get a membership, a scholarship. If you're like me, the 2 billionth person to play trumpet, then no. No, I didn't. Hi, Sunflower Circle, welcome. Welcome back. Yeah, but I wasn't good enough at trumpet. At least like I wasn't invested enough in trumpet to get good enough to want to get a scholarship or anything. But I think a trumpet playing stream would be cool. My trumpet is not a joy to play. It's some the model of my trumpet is like some sort of 90s Yamaha practice trumpet that we bought back in elementary school. Because I've been playing trumpet since like 4th grade. Or I had been playing trumpet since 4th grade. I bought my trumpet from like a music school. It used to be a rental. And it bends the notes really easy. And by bend, I mean, it's really easy to go sharp or flat. Like you can sort of bend notes to be sharp or flat on an instrument. Like to be slightly out of pitch, it bends really easily. I think I just got good at using it because I've been playing with it my whole life. But when I remember this one time in high school. Wow, I remember this one time in high school. One of my fellow trumpeteers was like, my fellow people in the trumpet section was like, wow. Hey, I was like, hey, Kurtis, you want to switch trumpets real quick? And I was like, sure. I'll try playing yours. You should play mine. His was so much nicer to play. He took my trumpet and he was like, wow, your trumpet bends notes really easily. And I was like, really? And I tried playing his and I was like, oh my gosh, this stays in tune so easily. It was insane. But also, there was this incident back in middle school that I had. One of the big rules of being like a musician is never let other people touch your instrument. because they're not trained to handle your instrument, so they could damage it. And I'm so mad about this. There was this mom chaperone back in like middle school. I don't remember who it was. I don't remember like them specifically, but like I remember like it was like after a show, we were like packing up, I was getting closed up, we just finished a street performance, I was getting changed and everything, and you know, I know how to handle my trumpet, so I lay it down onto the pavement next to me where I can watch it, it'll be safe, no one's gonna step on it because I have my own little personal bubble, and I'm like, oh, it's fine, I know how to not damage my trumpet. And I know how to lay it down properly so it won't get damaged. And then one of the mom chaperones comes up to me. She's like, "Oh, hold on, you're changing, right? Let me hold your instrument." And I'm like, I see it in my brain. I see like the subtle it's like the subtle foreshadowing meme. I see it in my brain, and I'm like, I know she's going to drop my trumpet. So I tell her no, and I go back to changing, and she keeps insisting. Oh no, let me hold your trumpet. Like she keeps insisting that she holds my trumpet, and I'm like. I keep telling her like, no, it's fine, it'll be fine right there. And she keeps saying, she like literally will not stop, like asking me like, oh no, it's okay, I know you probably need someone to hold it. So I'm like finally like, okay, stop, just, you can hold my trumpet. So I let her hold it. And then I turn around and she immediately drops it. And it fucks up the third valve. So basically the valve, we call them like the 3 buttons on the trumpet, we call them valves. It fucks up the third valve. So when I press it down, it gets stuck in position. So I'm like, fuck, now I can't play my trumpet anymore, it's damaged. So I have to go get it, I have to go send it to a repair shop, and I'm stuck with one of the school trumpets for like the rest of the season, up until like, I think like sometime in spring. Because I think it was like fall, because fall is like marching band season. So I was stuck with a school trumpet until spring. By the way, which was already nicer than my actual trumpet, because my actual trumpet was ass. It used to be like a rental that we just bought, so it definitely been used a lot. I'm kind of mad that the school trumpet was nicer than my trumpet, my personal one, but I had to go get it fixed. And then from then on, for the rest of my trumpet career, all through high school, I had issues from time to time with the third valve, because every so often it would get stuck again. It never was the same ever again. It never pressed down nicely. Ever, and sometimes it would get stuck. So there were times when I was in the middle of rehearsal, or like the middle of like we were in the middle of doing like literally a run, or like a field show, we were in the middle of like actually playing performing a field show, when I was playing my trumpet, and then the third valve would get stuck in position, so I had to stop playing, move my entire hand to rip the third valve back up so I could continue playing. How dare she? Yeah. Yeah. But that was it's whatever. I know she was trying to help. I should have been more firm and not so because I was not really an assertive person back then. I'm still not really an assertive person, but I was especially not assertive back in middle school. So I sort of gave in. I shouldn't have gave in back then. That definitely tainted the rest of my career by damaging my trumpet even worse. Seen better days. I could have had a case or even a bow. You know what? Oh my gosh! Sometime in like high school, I don't know why. I think someone stole my trumpet case. It was like during the start of the pandemic, because we weren't allowed to go to school. So when the pandemic broke out and hit LA, they like closed school. So we weren't, but like my trumpet was at school, so it was like a couple months. We had to wait until like the end of the school year until we could go get my trumpet back. And then I went to go pick up my trumpet, and it was just in my cubby with no case. The case just disappeared, and so did one of my mouthpieces with my trumpet too, because it was in there. And I was like, shit, I don't have the mouthpiece that actually fits my mouth anymore, and I also don't have a trumpet case. What the hell? So I'm stuck with a mouthpiece that I used back in like middle school, cause that was too small for my mouth for me to be able to play certain notes. And I had to go buy a new trumpet case, because I can't just not have a trumpet case. I don't know who stole my trumpet case. I don't know what happened to it. It's so weird. I was the choir dance kid. That's fun. I wish I was, honestly, if I had been in choir or like theater or something, I actually kind of wish I did dance. I did want to do theater, but like dance would have been nice. That definitely would have helped out my career more as a VTuber now if I was like choir or dance or something, instead of having to learn how to sing from the ground up. But yeah, no, I'm mad about my trumpet. I don't know. I loved that trumpet, honestly. That trumpet is still in my room, but I think it's seen the end of its days. It doesn't oil nicely anymore. It doesn't really, it's seen enough. I think it's too damaged by now. I don't think like the valves don't even play nicely. I've tried multiple acid baths, but it's just not nice to play anymore. I think the valve things of the buttons are too damaged, so I don't think it can be played anymore. If I ever got back into trumpet, I would definitely need to get a new trumpet because my old one just doesn't play nicely at all. With raging commentary. I'm not even raging about the game. I'm just talking about my bad experiences in band. Don't let this fool you, by the way. I had a great time in high school and middle school and even elementary school band. I had a great time. Some of my, at least, honestly, I look back on it and I think my life now is, I'm a lot happier with my life now than back when I was then, back in middle school and high school. But at least at the time, I look back on my band memories with a certain amount of fondness, and I recognize that was probably the most fun I had, at least at the time. But I found something I like doing even more nowadays. So don't let this screw you. It's not like I hated band. I loved band at the time. It's just that nowadays, I found something I like to do more. Which is this. I like doing this more. Also, speaking of violin, my sister played viola. I really love how, when you look at the orchestra, like band, at least you have when you're going, you have like a high school band and it's like there's so many flutes, there's so many clarinets, there's so many trumpet players, all the soprano instruments, there's so many of them. But at least there's a lot of different woodwind instruments, a lot of different wind instruments that you have in band. And then you could also be a drummer or something. And then you go to orchestra and there's 4 instruments and like 90% of people are all violin, like 95% of them. Like, I think like there were like, okay, no, I don't want to give a figure on how many people were in my band because that might give it away, but I will say we had a very big music program. We had a pretty big music program. There must have been hundreds of violin players, and there were like 3 bass players. They were struggling to get 3 bass players and like 5 cello players. And my sister was like one of like 4 viola players in the entire orchestra. It's so funny. So many people want to play violin. Yeah, because you have violin 1 and 2. My sister, like, automatically, I think, became first chair at viola or something. Or second chair, I don't know. Because she was, like, I know, she stuck with viola her entire, like, music career. But back when she was, because I was in band. She was in orchestra when we were in school. She stuck with viola the whole time. She's like, that was her first choice. She did viola for, like, I think she was, like, automatically promoted chairs because there were so few viola players. Dragon puppets and animations. Oh my gosh, that reminds me, when I was a kid, I loved watching like plush videos, like where people would do like plush skits. Yeah, they would like act out skits and make videos using plushies. That was like my shit as a kid. When I was a kid, that was my favorite thing to watch on YouTube. Just plush skits. People would do skits with like little plushies. That was my favorite thing to watch on YouTube. I was actually just thinking about that. I was like, I wonder what's happened to all the YouTubers I watched as a kid who made the little plush animations. But yeah. Hey. Scythian tune by Prokofiev? Is that in the public domain, or was it made within the last century? Are we allowed to listen to it on stream? If it's public domain, we can put it on. If it was made in like the 1700s, we can do that. But if it was made in the last century, I don't think so. Bleh. Hey, okay. Yeah. Maybe don't risk it. Okay. I think, wait, hold on. Me and Puns were talking about this. I think the very first Batman comic is about to become public domain. Like the very first appearance of Batman. So maybe if it's younger than the very first DC comic with Batman in it, then we can play it. If not, then we can't play it. Also, we would have to find the original rendition of it because we can't watch another band's cover of that song. Sinking Hamilton animation. Sinking Town. I don't know what that means, but good for you, King of Britain. I don't know what Sinking Town means, but I hope your animation goes well. Animation is, I don't know about hard, but it takes a long time. And as saying that as someone who has done, I mean, not that many, but I've done a couple animations before. I've tried it. So good luck. Oh my god, I got hops for real. Yeah. Would you guys want to see like a trumpet stream? I'm not doing a piano stream. I suck at piano. I'm gonna be real. I don't have a talent for piano. Piano is, I don't know. I want to learn piano again someday, or like get better at it, because I learned how to play piano, but I was never good at it. I want to learn piano. I want to like get good at piano someday, but at the moment, not really. I'd have to refamiliarize myself with trumpet. It's been a long time since I played trumpet, so it would be, I would have to like build up my muscle memory again. I don't know if my muscle memory is still intact, even though I did play trumpet for 8 years. Trumpet hero? Is that even a thing? We do trombone hero, but I'm actually playing on my trumpet? No. But I would definitely, like I said, might not happen for a while because my old trumpet is not very nice at all. I'd have to get a new trumpet. Yes, sure. Light motion's getting me at first. Yeah. Animation trend. You know, there's been this animation trend that I've been seeing regarding like some dancing to like Heart Forecast by Eve. I love Heart Forecast. Or Kokoro Yoho in Japanese. I love that song. I want to do that animation, but it would take so much time for me to animate that by myself. Make like a little animation of that. But maybe I should do it. I think it'd be fun. But I gotta get some other videos out first before I can start thinking of that. Rush E. I'm not playing Rush E on trumpet. That's too hard. If it was a woodwind instrument like saxophone, that is that would be easier. Like, but trumpets, because like trumpet is harder because there is physically more distance. You have to like, hold on, here, I'm gonna show you guys real quick, right? So let me bring up like a flute or something, like a clarinet here, clarinet, or any woodwind instrument ever. Okay. Here, look. So this is the clarinet, right? You see all the buttons and everything on the clarinet? All right. Okay, here. Now look at a trumpet. So this goes for any woodwind instrument. This goes for flute, like flute, saxophone, even like bari sax and shit. And all clarinets, all the woodwind instruments have buttons like these. And these are the buttons on a trumpet. Let's see here. Yeah, these are the buttons on the trumpet. You see that? Okay, first of all, let's just talk about, you have 3 fingers for trumpet that you need to do to make the combinations for all the different notes. I guess it's only 8 different notes, and then your mouth does the rest. And there's so many more buttons on the clarinet. But there is physically way more distance you have to push down on a trumpet valve, on trumpet valves, on trumpet buttons, than you do for the clarinet and the woodwind buttons. So you physically cannot play notes as quickly as on a woodwind instrument. It is physically harder to do. It's not impossible, but it's so much faster to do. And keep in mind, I was just talking about how much my trumpet sucks. Like, my trumpet is terrible, and the valves are all sticky and they're hard to push up and down. Like, the valves are literally spring powered, like on a trumpet. There's a spring in there that pushes them back up, and my trumpet sucks. So it would be impossible for me, I think, to play Rush E on my old trumpet. On a trumpet period, let alone a new trumpet. Like, it would be insanely difficult. Like, it's a literal physical limitation. And also, well, actually no. So if you ever see like, if you've ever, and I want you to like keep this in mind, if you ever like go to listen to like band compositions anymore, like maybe like jazz or something, you'll always notice now how many trills and like quick notes in successions that like the solos of like, or that the parts and solos of woodwind instruments have, but trumpets don't have nearly as many trills or anything that sounds nearly as complicated in terms of notes as woodwinds, because woodwind instruments can physically play the notes faster or change notes faster than trumpets can. And even trombone. So like what? Trumpets, trombones, French horns, all of those ones, and like tubas, they can't play notes as quickly as woodwinds. So I want you to go listen to your favorite jazz things now, and you'll notice that the trumpets don't play notes nearly as quickly. Most of the time, they don't play them nearly as quickly as woodwind instruments. Yeah, and also you might have seen like, it's also harder to move around because with the woodwind instrument, let me get a different picture of a trumpet actually, real quick. So this is the mouthpiece of a trumpet, right? Over here, like this part. You'll notice, okay, here. Actually, this isn't a good picture of a clarinet. But for woodwind instruments, they have a reed or something, right? So the woodwind instrument, like the end of it, except for flutes. Flutes are an exception. But for clarinets and saxophones, the mouthpiece physically goes inside of your mouth. But for trumpets, it has to rest on top of your mouth, which means it's harder to move around. Otherwise, you risk losing contact with the mouthpiece on your mouth, and then like you have to stop playing. So you might have seen like performers that play like saxophones or something, or like woodwind instruments, and like Pet Band, or like that guy Leo Pellegrino who buses like in like the New York subways. How much they can dance around and move and like do like dance moves while they play the saxophone, but trumpet players don't do that because you physically cannot do that. Otherwise, like you will lose contact of the trumpet on your face because you can't like hold the instrument inside your mouth like you can with the woodwind. So, anyways, get practice. Okay, Squidward, get practicing. It's not impossible. I was in I can't talk. I was in my high school pep band, so I did a decent amount of dancing around, and I got decently good at like moving my head alongside my trumpet, so I could do some dance moves, but it's not as much as the woodwinds could ever do. It's physically harder. Coward. I fell down the stairs 8 times in the same day and still showed up at my theater performance. Stop crying and get grinding. That, you know what? I'm gonna put a halt to you there, thing I've written, because I remember one of my friends who was in theater, and he literally was like, yeah, no, I have to fall down for this performance, but like, you learn how to fake fall. I didn't learn how to fake fall, okay? In band, you don't learn how to fake fall. In fact, if you fall, you're probably damaging your instrument. I remember this one time when we were like practicing a field show in high school. One of the French horn underclassmen, or I think it was one of the French horn upperclassmen, literally tripped over one of the other French horn girls. Like she was like a I think we were like sophomores or something. He tripped over her and then fell on top of her French horn. And it was like instrument gore because the entire bell was flattened. It was crazy. That's what happened if we fall over, okay? If we fall over, our little tiny pathetic brittle instruments, they cry and break themselves, all right? They can't heal themselves. Oh, someone learned how to fake fall during a guess a word game at school to describe the word faint. That's funny. Did they find out on the spot, or was this planned? Yes, don't dox yourself, please. That would be awful. Not in this chat. Also, hi Black Cat, welcome. Anyways, yeah, let's get this out of here. Anyways, yeah, that's just some things. I kind of envy woodwinds actually, because of how many cool trills they can do. Much more like cool trills, and how much you can be like an active, like moving around performer as a woodwind, compared to a trumpet player where you kind of are forced to be stationary. You can't look as cool. You can't aura farm like a woodwind player when you play your trumpet as much as you can when you're playing a woodwind instrument. You can't aura farm as well. And I also kind of envy them because they can play notes more quickly. But oh well. That was me during the fake fall. I learned on the spot. Oh, nice. Well, that was a real fall. I just fell an entire story. If that was real life, I'd probably be a little bit injured, but... Wow! Holy fuck. Wait, did you see how far that went? Hold on, let's see this. Holy moly! That's like a 15-foot long jump with no running start off of a ladder. My character must be the fucking greatest athlete of all time. Holy moly. Jesus Christ. Okay. You got scolded for being so good? I feel like that's cope. No offense, I feel like that might be cope. I feel like that might have been like, I was so good, I got scolded. I don't think that's something you should be bragging about getting overwritten, but good for you. Maybe, I don't know. My performance at this funeral home was so good, they kicked me out. I'm kidding. Hey, shot. You know what? Now that I think about it, maybe I wouldn't have been cut out for theater, because I had like the worst stutter for like most of my childhood growing up, including high school. I mean, honestly, maybe that would have beaten the stuttering out of me quicker than having to do it on stream, because I kind of learned how to stop stuttering and talking so fast because of streaming. So maybe it would have been a good thing, actually, but I think I would have been I would not have been very good in theater because with how fast I talked and how much I stuttered and mumbled back in the day. When you're hydrated, I'm hydrating. Don't worry. I have Tara milk tea with me. Thank you, fish. I've also got a cup of water. You struggle a lot with reminders. Don't worry. You're better than one of my friends who just like forgets to eat. Do you guys remember Selkie? Like the little otter person that sort of shows up on stream sometimes? She just like doesn't eat, apparently. Like I think apparently she just doesn't feel hunger sometimes, or a lot of the time, so she'll just go like an entire day without eating apparently. I had another friend like that in high school, back in high school, who like didn't eat often. That wasn't good. To eat too. Okay, well that's not great. Hydrated but not eating. Hey, you know what? What is that? What's that saying? You can survive 3 weeks without food, 3 days without water, 3 hours. Wait, what was it? 3 minutes without oxygen. Yeah. So there's your hierarchy of what you need to have, and food is definitely down there. It's the. Oh no, was it? Oh no, it was it. Was that 3 months without shelter, 3 weeks without food, 3 days without water, and 3 hours, 3 minutes without air, or something. You avoid food like the plague? Why? Do you hate food? I don't get it. Like, you need food to eat, you know? No, I hate food. Get it out of here. Get it out of here. Is your friend diagnosed with anything? Selkie? Actually, I don't know about my old high school friend. I haven't seen them since the pandemic. But, Selkie, she's diagnosed with epilepsy. That's it. I don't know if she's diagnosed with anything else. I don't think epilepsy is the reason why she doesn't eat, but I'm gonna just eat for fun. Eating is a chore? I mean, I get it if it's like steak, alright? Steak is legitimately a chore to chew. But I don't get it if it's like just food in general. Just have food. Food is, I don't know. Like, I mean, at the very least, you need food to survive. I know, I like food a lot. A Debbie Dammer, but I look into the creepy symbols you've been seeing. Oh my gosh, that one looks like a mouth. When you divide two tally lines by gun. Just builder diagrams. I did not think they were that creepy, but okay. For the taste of it, honestly. Yeah, seafood is good. You have Afrid King? What is that? ARFID? What's that? Avoidant restrictive food intake disorder. Oh. You know, I think I had a friend who had anorexia back in high school. I won't talk much about that though, because that's a that's a whole other conversation that I don't feel qualified. I don't want to tell someone else's story. That's not a that's a hard thing to have, but whenever I eat 3 times a day, I celebrate. I often skip breakfast, but I do usually make up with snacks, so Everything makes sense now. Uh-oh. Negative self-image attention to your body weight. Yeah, no, it's just I was just looked into it. I know it's not the same thing as anorexia. It's just that it just made me remember a friend who did have anorexia back in high school, but they worked through it. What's breakfast? Yeah, it's true. What's breakfast? Actually, speaking of which, breakfast. Yesterday I made souffle pancakes again. I was actually a little bit frustrated because they tasted really nice, but the presentation wasn't quite that good because we don't have very good non-stick pans back in here at our home, so I wasn't able to make them look good, really nice and smooth. But it's okay. Sense now. I'm so sorry. Okay, wait, hold on. I have to put this out there. I don't know if any of, unless you in chat specifically, if you are literally a licensed doctor. But I mean, to be fair, even still, this is not a medical diagnosis. Please, go and actually go get stuff checked out. But I mean, I guess it could be worth looking into if any of you do have that kind of ARFID. No food pics in the server. I didn't take any food pics. Sorry. It's because I've made souffle pancakes so many times at this point. I was like, no one's gonna want to see that anymore. Honestly, I should have taken pictures of the hot pot though. That would have been legitimately cool to take pictures of. You know what? Maybe I will show. Maybe I'll make up to you guys. Maybe I have some other food pics on my phone that we can. They were not hand mixed. Thank you very much, Black Cat. I'm literally sobbing right now. Literally sobbing. How dare you? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, knowing that you acknowledging that you have a problem and then doing research into it to figuring out what it could be is always a good first step. So, if you think you might have an eating disorder, look into it. Honestly, I fear the day when my metabolism goes down and stops catching up, and then because right now okay, I generally try to eat healthy, but I do have a really fast metabolism right now, so I literally cannot gain weight. I think I've been the same weight for forever, ever since my puberty stopped. So I'm 135 pounds. But right now, I mean, I sort of watch what I eat. I try not to have too much sugar or anything, just because it would make me feel sick. I need to keep my body in good shape for phantom thieving and everything, and general performance. But I wonder if I would assume that if my metabolism starts going down, then I would also feel hungry less often, so I would eat less. But we'll see. I mean, no one in my family really has I don't think my family, at least by genetics, is very prone to gaining weight. But it could happen. But I don't know. I'm not really scared of gaining weight though. It's more I would rather that my how do I put it? I care about my personal image insofar as much as I feel like it matches my my personal image of myself. So as long as I am whatever body type that matches the kind of outfits and fashion I want to wear, then I'm okay with it. Being similar weight is wild. Why is it in freedom units? Sorry. What is that? 135. That's what, 50 kilograms? Sorry. That is what it is, right? It's yeah, so isn't that roughly 50 kilograms? Let's see. Maybe like 55. Let's see. No, it's 60. It's 60 kilograms. Okay. I initially wanted to say 65, but I was like, what's the conversion ratio? It's like what? Isn't 1 pound like 2.2? Or isn't it like Isn't like 1 kilogram like 2.2 pounds? No, yeah, 60 kilograms is closer. I lowballed it. I was my initial guess was much closer. So yeah, 60 kilograms. I'm like 61 kilograms. I'm also 175 centimeters, or about 5'8". So don't worry, we all need to get diagnosed for something. I gotta go get diagnosed for autism. I'm already diagnosed for ADHD, so don't worry, nothing wrong with it. Eagle, I think. That's okay. Working out helps with metabolism. I mean, probably. It also helps that like I work out a lot, or I exercise a lot. I like go and run a lot, so I'm probably the most active person. I'm probably the most active in my entire family. My sister has a very sedentary lifestyle, so, and apparently my family has a problem with high cholesterol. My dad has high cholesterol. My mom has high cholesterol apparently. I only just learned this like at the dinner table a couple nights ago. But I think whenever I've gotten like blood tests, they've always been like, oh, you're relatively normal. Your vitals look good. So I think it's because I exercise probably a lot that I probably have good cholesterol levels. It might also be our cholesterol, like our food intake, and because I've been at college not eating the same food as my parents, it's probably because my diet has been different, so I probably had less cholesterol issues, but no idea. Again, I'm not a, I don't know. I've, quite literally, I've never thought about this before, so. Muscle is including weight too. Yeah, fun fact, muscle is actually, included, is actually heavier than fat. Hungry right now, go get food. I know it's awesome, true. But as you can see here, I am like pretty lean. I've got like a lean build. Like, yeah, I've got a very lean, like sort of strong, like skinny build. So there we go. Yeah, I was like getting this bad fat. True. All body types are awesome. Yeah. I've always been like very I don't know, I think my personal body weight is like my personal body type has always been skinny though. And for me. And actually, now that I think about it, it's not even that like I can lose weight. I think it goes both ways. I also can't really like lose weight either. I can't gain or lose weight. Now that I think about it. I know, like, at least for me, like ADHD, like one of the common things with the ADHD is that once you get put on meds, one of the side effects is that of ADHD meds, wow, that was unsatisfying, is that you lose your appetite. So you a lot of kids end up like becoming underweight because of the ADHD meds. But for me, that never really happened because I go both ways. I can't gain or lose weight. I'm kind of just stuck in like how my body naturally is. So I wonder if it also was just because like even though I lost like one of the side effects of ADHD meds is losing your appetite, I think I might have just forced myself to learn how to eat even without taking meds, or even while I was on the meds. because I think I just understood. It's like, hey, like I'm gonna lose my appetite, but I still have to eat. So, I had to like, so I just like trained myself, I guess, maybe to like. I also haven't diagnosed with ADHD since I like 3rd or 4th grade. So maybe it's just because I've gotten used to it, but I still eat I still like eat nowadays. I think I actually, maybe my appetite has just like changed because I take my ADHD meds so much, to the point where I remember like a couple times when I was off my meds and I started overeating. So maybe like, so maybe for me, because I got so used to my appetite being lessened, that my body learned to compensate, and then as soon as I stopped taking my meds, and I was then like I started overeating, and it made me feel sick. So I don't know. ER for 2 days. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, that's really not good. So maybe it's not good if you have a food, if you, I guess I don't know, I've always liked eating though. So I guess like, maybe it helps because I've never had an eating disorder. Not that you guys have eating disorders. It's just a thought I had just had because we were thinking about eating disorders. Okay. Brown fat helps with temperature in the winter. Really? I've never actually heard of that. Mainly because I live in Los Angeles, so we're not really concerned about the winter because it's still fairly warm in the winter. Like, it's not too warm. I think, at least to me, the winter is cold, but it doesn't get cold enough to snow in Los Angeles. So I've never had to worry about the winter. But if that's true, I might be really cooked because I think if I ever went to go live in a place where it snowed, I would be so cooked because I'm not built for cold temperature. In fact, I'm built for warm temperatures. It's to the point where I think like if it's like 75, 80 degrees out, to me that's cold and I can get a hoodie. Because I'm so used to being warm at this point. I'm like a lizard. Although I think I could survive in cold temperatures. I don't know. I think I'm particularly tolerant to being uncomfortable. So I think if it came down to it, give me a little bit of time, I could survive. It's more like when I say I don't think I could survive in cold weather, it's more like I don't think I could get out of bed in the morning. That's my idea of surviving, is my ability to get out of bed and be functional. I think if it was too cold, my body would shut down and I'd want to stay in bed all day. I'm a living, breathing ice cube. Freezing in Canada. Well, I'm going to Canada in the summer, so it should help. Because I get to eat a bunch of yummy Asian food. True. You know what? Maybe it's because of my mom. Maybe that's why I eat so much. Because my mom literally, I was talking about how badass my mom is last stream, but literally whenever she talks about her childhood, she has like the classic like workaholic rags to riches type character in anything. My mom talks about how she was living in poverty in Hong Kong as a kid, and how she like and how like whenever she talks about her dinner and like eating at the dinner table, she always talks about how when she was a kid living in Hong Kong, dinner was like a free-for-all. It's like you get to dinner, you eat quickly and get your fill, otherwise everyone else is gonna eat before you. Because she was living with like a family of 7 in like a 2-bedroom apartment or something. I don't know, 3, yeah. So my mom, whenever I think about eating, my mom always talks about that. It's like, that's why you need to eat, because you don't want to live like me. So, not survive Minnesota winter. Look, man. Okay, here, look at this face. All right, here, look at me. I'm a tiny little microorganism. I'm a valley boy, literally a valley boy. Because I'm from the valley. I'm from Los Angeles. I'm a city boy. I don't think I could survive in the countryside because I'm too city boy for that. I think I would literally get agoraphobia if I'm not surrounded by like buildings. Okay, I think I need to be in a space with buildings. I'm just some valley boy, and that has honestly I might have never known hardship. I'm gonna be honest with that one. I wanna like live a, I don't know. I wanna like put myself and like challenge myself so I'm not like completely incompetent. But I'm gonna be real. I am a valley boy that probably would not survive. I might have been a Boy Scout, but if you put me in the wilderness, I probably would not survive. All right. I like to think of myself as like not being that fragile, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably fragile. Minnesota spring, dude. What is Minnesota spring like? It's technically summer right now and it's 7 degrees? Where the fuck are you? Don't actually answer that. Don't dock yourself. But holy moly, where is it 7 degrees right now? Oh, do you mean 7 degrees Celsius or Fahrenheit? If it's Celsius, I mean, that's still bad. 7 degrees Celsius, still cold. Celsius? Okay, that's still cold. But that's better than Fahrenheit. Oh, this made a tractor. That's true. I've never actually seen a tractor in real life before. I've never seen a real life tractor now that I think about it. I'm just some Los Angeles city boy. It's considered warm. Holy moly. I live in Canada. Yeah, and I want to go live in like Boston or something. I'm so cooked. It's my biggest thing. I don't think I would survive the winter in like a northern part of the place. But I don't know. I trust in my ability to get used to it. Like I may joke about being a Los Angeles boy, but I do want to introduce myself to like I know I do want to get like used to like getting out of my comfort zone and like not doing yeah, I do want to get out of my comfort zone. So I think give me some time, I could get used to the cold. I have been winter camping before in places where it's in like the mountains where it snows down here. So but I didn't like it. Mainly because not because of the cold. The cold was not the bad part. The bad part was that because when it does get cold, all the moisture in the air goes away and it makes my skin crack. Especially on my hands. My skin would get so dry that it cracked and looked like eczema, and I hated that part. But I could definitely get used to it if I tried, I think. Freezing in a high winter. Okay, negative 19 Celsius might be a bit much. Or like, if it goes negative, Fahrenheit, in Fahrenheit. So if it gets like below like, what? If it gets like, what is that? Negative, was it like 15 Celsius? I think I would have help. I would have a hard time. But this is go to school. Trackers. I saw some in the PH. You mean Philippine? What is PH? It coughs in the only person within an 18-mile radius of my house. Is that real? Like, do some of you actually like, okay, not that like living in the middle of nowhere is real. It's more like, do some of you like legitimately live in like a house where like your house is the only one for 18 miles around? Like you guys specifically. I don't know. I wouldn't want to live somewhere like that because I need things to be close nearby. I'm too city coded for everything. It's like my natural environment as a phantom thief. I couldn't not live in a city because I need a cityscape to be able to prowl around, you know? Philippines. The school did not care. Holy shit. I've never seen snow that bad. I've seen it like actively snowing from the sky like once. And I've been around snow a few times. But like it was usually always like snow after it had snowed for a bit, so it was all hard. I've never had to trudge through snow. Okay, what are we missing? The bricks, driveway edges, gutters, and wooden trims. Okay, let's see the driveway edges first. Oh, okay. I'm in a city. Okay. Luckily, I'm in a village. I do miss the country. I used to be a city person. Maybe someday in the future, when I get older, maybe I would be okay with living in the, maybe I'd be okay with living in the, gutter? In the, maybe I'd be okay with living in the, countryside. But at the moment, yeah, at the moment, I want to live in the city. The city is nice. My only neighbor is an old lady about 20 miles away. She brought us cake once. Ooh, the cake mix I have. Is it like make a cake? If it's like pre-made cake mix, it's not, I don't know what else you can do with it. If it was like cake flour, I would tell you to make souffles or something, or souffle pancakes. But if it's just like straight up like cake flour, I would bake a cake. I want to get the inside of this. I mean, Father's Day is coming up at the end of next month. You could save it for Father's Day. There we go. Enjoy cake that much? You know what? I don't really enjoy cake that much. Cake is okay. My family really likes mango cake. That's what my family really enjoys. I'm not that big of a fan of it, but it's alright. It's nice. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so which bricks are not done? Wooden trim. What's missing? Hold on. You could like get like an easy bake oven and make like you can make cupcakes. Cupcakes would be nice and cute and tasty. Mango cake. Yeah, my family likes mango cake a lot, but I'm not really that big of a fan of it. I don't know. I guess to me, cake is a bit too heavy. It's either like a bit too heavily sweet, I guess. I like light sweets. Light sweets are my favorite. Okay, let's see here. Which wooden trims are not done? And which bricks aren't done? What kind of cake do you like for birthdays? Honestly, I'm not really a picky person. I think whatever suits the mood. I might pick chocolate cake the most often, but whatever feels right, honestly. I'm not that really picky. I just sort of go whatever, I sort of just go with whatever the vibe feels like for the day, you know? Yeah, whatever the vibe for that particular day is, I will go with it. But I'm not particularly picky when it comes to cake. Chocolate and velvet cakes are nice. It's just that, I don't know. I think I don't really like the mango cake because I feel like it's a bit, I think like too much moisture makes the sponginess not really nice, I guess. And I would say it doesn't have a lot of flavor to it, but I think that's probably because I've had so many sweets recently that maybe my sweet sense is numbed down a little bit, so. Tiramisu was really good. Tiramisu was actually really nice. A passion fruit? Texture is the worst thing. I hate the texture of like, I think texture is a big thing for me. Actually, no, it's not really that big of a thing. I can tolerate textures. I don't know. It just made me think of beans. I think beans is one of the foods that I don't like, but mainly because of the texture. But if it's like, the flavor can make up for it. Like, I think like refried beans I don't really like, especially like pinto beans, but like, I didn't like red bean for a while, but once I started having it in like red bean and like nice sweets, I started liking it more. So if it's in a nice, actually no, I take it back. Texture isn't really that big of a thing for me. Never mind. Red bean is good. I like red bean a lot. But that's mainly because the flavor makes up for the texture. And also because I'm probably used to it because I've had it so much. But, oh well. Mint chocolate chip ice cream birthday cake? Sure. Although just thinking about that makes me want to go have a run. Like, I'm not even, like I said, I'm not a particularly health conscious person, mainly because I already have a good natural constitution. But just hearing ice cream cake makes me want to go exercise, like burn off some calories. It's interesting to me. I think, hold on. Ah, Zenzai. Here we go. I think what something that really turned me on to red bean. I used to like not really like red bean that much because of the texture of red bean. I was okay if it was like red bean paste when it's all like ground up into a paste, but I wasn't really into red bean itself until I had this. This is called Zenzai. It's red bean. It's a sweet red bean soup, so it's a dessert with mochi. This was really good. I think someone made this, and it was like, it was probably the best red bean soup I'd ever had. And I was like, okay, you know what? This will make me change my mind about red bean. This is really good. I recommend trying this. You hate mushrooms excessively? Why do you hate mushrooms? Halo in the summer? What's Halo? Oh, that looks... Oh, Jesus frick. That looks like so much sugar. Holy crap. Okay, that looks like very heavy to me. This is like ice cream sundae with like... Holy moly. That's okay. I've never had a sundae before because... First of all, I hate ice cream. Those of you who are not new gen know why I hate ice cream. But... that looks like so heavy. That would have to be a very special day. I typically like light sweets, like mochi. Sense the mushrooms. Mushrooms and tomatoes? Are you like on Shiraishi? Or Shiraishi on from Project That Guy who hates tomatoes? Tomatoes are okay. I like tomatoes. I think it depends. Tomatoes, like, again, I'm not really picky. For me, there's always a, like, I'm not very judgmental about foods because I always know that for all foods, there's probably some dish where they, or some combination of flavors where that dish will taste good. So I'm never really one to say that I dislike this kind of thing because I know there's a context in which I would like it. Or that there probably is a context in which I would enjoy that food. Although I'm curious why you don't like mushrooms. You're like Lance in that way. I think Lance hates mushrooms, but I think that's because Lance saw like it wasn't like Last of Us. I think it was some TV show he probably saw as a kid. But I think Lance is scared of eating mushrooms because he thinks it'll like take root in his body and grow inside of him, like the myth with the watermelon seed. Enoki mushrooms are good. No, you should get, if you ever do hot pot, get enoki mushrooms. Kind of dead things taste weird and have a texture of rubber, but they're so good. They don't have the texture of rubber, actually. But the thing is that mushrooms, okay, they're basically impossible to overcook. I think they actually did a research on this. It's basically impossible to overcook like mushrooms. Like they stay good for so long. Resident Evil. I don't remember why. Here, let me ask him. Let me see where Lance is. Hey Lance, why are you scared of eating mushrooms again? We'll send a GIF for good measure. Here, we'll send this one. What the fuck does this mean? What does this GIF mean? Hold on. I just sent him a GIF. I don't know what this GIF means. Hold on. I said, what is it? What is this GIF? Anyways. There is a fungus that does that to insects. I don't know if it was because of cordyceps though. It was, I think I asked him if it was because of cordyceps and it wasn't. Yo, the mushroom. Kill it. Mushrooms are cool. Did you guys know that mushrooms basically form the internet of the plant world? It's cool. Like the mycelium threads in nature tie around the roots of plants, and they basically form like a sort of like an internet web network where each of the plants can communicate with each other through the mycelium network. It's really cool. Chicken of the woods tastes like chicken. Oh, okay, I've seen those before. Truffle cheese. Canned mushrooms is a crime. I didn't even know canned mushrooms existed. You know what? I don't know if I'm weird for this, but my favorite pizza, and this isn't really my favorite because it's the one I like the most. It's just the one that like, oh no, I do like it the most, but it's mainly because this is just like the one I think I've ordered the most. I'm like not, I am open to like all kinds of pizza, but I think the one that I have historically like liked and my go to the most, like, so like my go-to pizza order for toppings is mushrooms and olives. Does that make me weird? Mushroom tempura. Okay, mushroom tempura might be a bit much. Okay, here. Okay, Lance said that I used to be scared because I knew the one time I eat the mushrooms will be the time a colony grows in my stomach and I start the Eye of the Last of Us. What is it? Because of? That you're scared of? It was something. It might have been actually The Last of Us that made him scared of it, now that he's saying it. He saw, I think I remember him saying he saw something as a kid that made him scared of mushrooms. And I guess maybe it was The Last of Us. Yippee! Pineapple and pizza is goated. Respect from a distance for going my mushroom. Hot take, your hot take is a cold for me. Okay. So people like mushrooms and olives, cool. Not just me. I don't know. I don't know if it's like a hot take at all. I've heard. I think I heard one person say that's weird to me ever for mushrooms and all. To be fair, I have other worse food takes. I eat the shell of crabs and shrimp. So I definitely have worse food takes than mushrooms and olive pizza. It just depends. Yeah. So okay, maybe Lance is scared of mushrooms because of the cordyceps, but no, it's okay. Mushrooms are okay to eat. Crusted pizza is good. Here's the hot take. I mean, okay, I have no opinion on pineapple on pizza because I don't think I've ever had pineapple on pizza. I'm gonna be honest. My family just doesn't order it. Okay, you know what? No, here. This is a hot take, all right? My dad's favorite pizza place is Papa John's. So it's the only place we ever order from because he hates other pizza places. My dad loves Papa John's. My mom was literally talking about this. She was like, yeah, we tried to order from Domino's and your dad was like, this shit is ass. She didn't say it like that, of course, because she's an Asian parent.
and also she doesn't curse, but that's basically what she said. If I had to translate it to us modern times. Which times is good though? It's good, but like I don't mind it. I just think that like, I think a lot of people say that Papa John's is ass. So I mean, I haven't really tried Domino's or other pizza places enough to say whether I think they're better than Papa John's. You ate a pebble once? Why'd you eat a pebble? Also, where was this last wooden trim? I'm not locked in. Hold on. I gotta find it. My microphone meter fell down. Salt on rocks. I was like 3. Would you like one of those deer that just like wants the salt lick? Hey, what wooden trim am I missing? Any more of these? Also, I wonder if Lance realized I was streaming, and then now that I'm relaying what he's saying about mushrooms to you guys on stream. You ate yen coins? Ugh. Okay, I thought I had a problem when I was a kid. Actually, no, I take it back. I still have problems from when I was a kid. I can't say that. We all have our problems. I tried to eat weird things before. Tried to eat weird things. You hate those deer? You know what? I think we were talking about this with puns. Hold on. You guys want to see one of my favorite gifts of all time? Here we go. Here we go. Also, I forgot the Lance and Jean thing was on the stream. Why is she's eating everything. I don't know why. This is one of the first gifts I think I ever got sent on my VTuber Discord account. I just love it. It's great. That book. Sure. I chewed cupcake wrappers when I was a kid. No, I do that. I definitely do that. Don't worry. I just chew random stuff. I've so done that. Black cat. Or I've so done that inky fish. Oh my gosh. Kana, no! Yeah. That was the exact same thing Pun said. He was like, when I showed him that GIF last night. We were talking about Kama. I think like, he was talking about how it was perfect timing. He was talking about how Kana was like, oh, she's like a grubby little kid. She'll just like eat anything. Didn't she eat like an entire crab? And I sent that exact GIF. He was like, no, Kana! Who hasn't chewed muffin wrappers? Me? Actually, no, I take it back. I mean, when I say me, I mean I chewed muffin wrappers. Okay. I'm not locked in. What freaking wooden trim are we looking at that needs to be cleaned? This wooden trim? Wooden trim. Wooden trim. Okay, hold on. I need to like label it. I can't find it. That's fascia. Porch? There we go. Get money far out. Alright. Oh my gosh, I can't find this. I can't find this wooden trim. I don't know which wooden trim it is. Don't they glow or something when I have them labeled? Oh! That doesn't help at all because it's glowing white, but they're already white. Okay, that's one. It's gonna be impossible to spot. Okay. Okay, window frame is good. A whole rotisserie chicken? Oh my gosh, you would just inhale an entire rotisserie chicken like Kana, wouldn't you, Black Cat? No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. They said like they sounded like I ate a tree branch. Who hasn't eaten a tree branch? No, I'm kidding. Disease of hydrophobia? Oh. Okay. Lance said he's just not he just doesn't, he's not a fan of mushrooms because he hasn't had a dish that makes him really want to have mushrooms. I remember back when we first met, he did have a legitimate fear of eating mushrooms though. Hunger is never quelled. Hydrophobia is rabies. Ooh, okay. Right. Apple and mashed potatoes. Ooh. As I bake a loaf of brownies and eat it for the next few days. That's so much sugar. God, I want to go and like have an exercise right now. Just hearing that. Where is this wooden trim? Oh my God, it's this one. Okay. There we go. Okay. Maybe never trust someone who doesn't like water. What about those people that are like legitimately like afraid of water? Not afraid of water, but allergic to water. That's a real thing. What about people who are allergic to water? I've just ended like looking down there. This house looks amazing and almost normal. You know what is strange though? As soon as you were finishing, there was a screech from the attic, so I opened the latch to something whooshed past my face, followed by a grubby gray feather floating mysterious down. I think it was Esther's soul leaving, finally at peace. I think it was a bird. It was like a bird. Killed how to burn his body. Oop. The brown takes a week to finish it. Okay, that's fair. Okay, that's just me personally. I'm not like judging you. A shoe house? What the heck? I'm not judging you. Ain't you a sugar? Having a play school in the forest. Now the poor things know some monkey starting to rub off the children. We fill a few buckets and the children do it themselves. Now he's not even allowed to go on the roof. Never mind get down to the guttering before the parents get all angsty. Yeah. Parents are such prunes nowadays. No, I'm kidding. Like they get exposure therapy. Yeah, I'm just not really. I think it depends on the day. Some days I'll like heavy sweets like brownies, but some days it's like. I think for me, it really just depends on the vibe of the day, you know? It's not like. It's not like. Oh my gosh, it's the Noam Chomsky. Noam Chomsky, no! I'm sorry, I killed him. Oh my gosh, another one. Oh, you can knock it down once and it just goes. Okay. But yeah, no. Done for life. I'm sorry, Noam Chomp. I can't. He became intangible after I shot him. He's actually dead. Oh wait, no, he's not intangible. Lift him back up. Lift. I'm sorry, it can't be done. Noam Chomsky's gone for good. Let's just dispose of the evidence. I'm gonna get docked $200 for that. Oh, he's a gnome serial killer. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I didn't realize that he was interactable. And salt and repeat. Confection sugar, salt snacks, and fruit sugar, and salt and repeat. See, I'm really partial to Japanese sweets, and because they're really light in sweetness, so they're not really like, they don't have too much sugar in them. That's also, I'm also biased because I have been practicing Japanese tea ceremony for a number of years, and normally we use like, well, the sweet has to complement well with tea, so But a lot of Japanese sweets are a lot lighter than like American sweets. Like they're not as, maybe not lighter in sugar, but definitely lighter in like oils. Like they're usually lighter in sugar, I believe. So I like lightly sweet things, but things like chocolate. I mean, no, I will say there are moods where I'm like, oh yeah, chocolate is nice, but like a chocolate bar. But like, I don't know. Again, it depends on the mood. I think a lot of the time I'm in the mood for light sweets, but not all the time. Rice-based sweets. I mean, okay, like I said, I'm not particularly picky. It's not that I would hate things. Like I think there's, like I said, I think there's a dish and a scenario for everything. I think there's always a scenario in which food can shine. I think like for me, I just have to like pair it with like something that like, if I'm gonna have something like super heavy, maybe pair it with something light like fruit. So, or like tea. It helps balance it out, you know. Old Yeller. I'm sorry. Okay. Talk about gnome crimes. You know what? I will go to jail for this one. I won't go to jail for theft, but I will go to jail for gnome crimes. I'm sorry. This one time I will go to jail for gnome crimes. I'm sorry. All right, let's continue. Hate salads and cereals? Why do you hate salads? What's wrong with salads? I mean, I'm not the biggest salad guy. I'm not a salad defender, but they're nice every once in a while. It's disgusting to look at. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I was asking of Britain, how did Salt Rocks remind you of this book about rabies? I mean, not like in a judgmental way. I'm just curious what the mental connection was, because I have, honestly, me too. I sometimes I make like weird mental connections where it's like, this weird thing reminded me of this completely seemingly unrelated thing. I love vegetables. So you just hate salads, I guess. Okay. I mean, whatever floats your boat, I guess. There we go. I mean, I will say salads aren't like the greatest thing. I mean, if it's like specifically, like, I think it depends on the lettuce. Because I've had some salads where like it was way too soggy. Kale is nice. Having just kale is nice though. Is chocolate a smoothie? I guess if you put chocolate in a smoothie, I guess, if you want. I don't know. That's if you make it a smoothie. Texture and sweetness. Okay, that's fair, I guess. Again, I'm not a picky guy, so I haven't really seen a food that I think I can say I hate. Well, I mean, I don't know. I just don't really hate anything, or I don't know. I think it depends on the context for me. So bye, Kurtis. Bye bye. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, here we go. Chocolate comes from fruit. I know. What do you mean? Yes, I'm aware chocolate comes from fruit. That doesn't. But what does that have to do with being from a smoothie? I don't get it. A smoothie is a blended drink, right? What? What's what? You got a stinky butt. Hey! Mods, ban her. Ban that woman. She just called me stinky and left. Ban her. Mods, crush her skull. I don't mean the seeds. I don't know. I mean, I don't think chocolate by itself is a smoothie, but that's because chocolate is a solid. Don't you need to be able to drink a smoothie? Strawberry smoothies are nice. I like strawberry banana smoothies, but I don't know. I don't think that makes like. I know. I mean, I know like the general process of how like chocolate is made. It's just that I don't think chocolate itself is like a smoothie, you know? Mainly because like I think like it's a solid. Like you can have whatever definition of smoothies you want. I don't mind. It's just that I just don't think correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think chocolate is a liquid. I think for something to be a smoothie, it has to be a liquid. You have to be able to drink it. The issue isn't with like chocolate. It's just, it's more of just like, I just don't think you can drink chocolate. It's like people that say like glass is a liquid. Okay, sure, but I mean also like you can't drink glass unless you melt first. So, your favorite smoothie? Yeah, generally strawberry banana smoothies. The ones from McDonald's are really good. The Tumblr has funny reactions. That's true. But I mean, like, I don't know. I think one of my astronomy professors puts it best. There aren't like strict definitions of stuff in the world. Like, the world cannot really, you can't really categorize the world. Like, we even though we love to have semantics and categorize things, you can't categorize everything in the world. So like, have a general definition. If you think that the definition of a liquid means that glass is a liquid, sure, whatever. Semantically, it can be glass. It's just that I don't think people would normally think of glass as a liquid unless it's molten, you know? So, whatever the common definition is, sure. I just don't think that the common definition of smoothie would include a chocolate bar. Like, I don't know. When I think of smoothie, chocolate bar is not at the top of my mind, you know? It's like, if like words instead of like categories, if they're like Venn diagrams, like loose Venn diagrams, I don't know, man. Got the rotisserie chicken. Black Cat actually, did you like buy rotisserie chicken? Did you like make an entire rotisserie chicken just now? Like, did you like actually like cook it in your oven? You know, speaking of rotisserie chicken, I don't think I've ever had the $5 Costco rotisserie chicken before. Mainly because we just don't go to Costco. I don't think we live close to a Costco. I could be wrong, but we just don't go to Costco. Probably because of a distance thing. Buy and heat and microwave. On a scale of am I gonna be 65 to this will get submitted in time? I think I fall on the scale of assignments. I fall on the scale of I will be sleep deprived because my ADHD ass does not work on projects until it is almost due. Because I am really bad at functioning as a student. Jesus, what? How did I get so much height off of that? did I get so much height? What the heck? Man, I got hops. This window frame isn't done. There we go. Okay. Boot wall. Okay, let's see here. There we go. Okay. How's the weather over there in LA? You know, same as it always is. Usually pretty sunny, sometimes a bit cloudy, but never rainy. We didn't have I think our 2 weeks of rain have already passed. That was like in April. So, but yeah, it's like a decent, like, it's like decent. It's like, I think it's like ranging anywhere from like 50 degrees, maybe like 50, 60 degrees Fahrenheit in the mornings, and maybe like 85 in the middle of the day right now. So UK was boiling. I'm not from the UK. I wouldn't know. I went to London once, and I fell off a playground, and that was it. That was my only experience of the UK. I had buttered toast. That was pretty cool. Other than that, I don't know much about London. 30C over here. Yeah, that's about what we're feeling. I want a yogurt tube. Okay, thanks, Martha. Bye bye. You can have your yogurt tube. As long as you don't call me a stinky butt again. Johnny bit me. Good for you, whoever, Martha. I ate his yogurt. Oh, well, someone's gonna get mad. I remember my sister was a bit of a biter when we were younger. She bit me a couple times. I'm just gonna out her right now. Yeah, she was a biter. A bit. Shoelace. Okay, shoelaces are done. Okay. Cat. Hi, Yan. Welcome. Okay, I gotta get up and stretch. Hold on. Okay. Let me drink some water. There we go. Okay. How's it going? Why have you been imprisoned? There may have been some gnome carnage. There may have been some gnome carnage. And I may have been accidentally responsible for that. So don't worry about that. You think Bigfoot is in these woods somewhere? Oh my gosh, a gnome. One of them stalking me. Wait, what? What? Oh, I forgot you can do this. You can just play this like an on-rail shooters. Chat, I think he's onto me. Oh dear. What about that sign over there? What does that say? Oh my gosh, another one. Do you think we can hit it from here? If we aim carefully? wait, hold on. No, he's out of my range. Can't hit him. 1000 FPS, maybe. How's my day been? It's been good. I didn't really do much. Wow, you can really see the PNG-ness of those trees back there. Those are fake cardboard trees. I didn't really do much. I woke up late. I got up at like, that's you can really see how much of a PNG that is. Not that it's bad. It saves on. No one's really gonna be looking at the trees that hard, and it saves on processing power, so that's good. Square umbrella. Yeah, I kind of just got up. I got up at like 1 p.m. because I slept in. I had some soba noodles for lunch. That was good. Yeah, I had soba noodles for lunch. Yeah. What else? 'Cause I wasn't really that hungry because I woke up late. So, and also we had a big hot pot last night. It's a bit too late for me to go exercise now. I was gonna go exercise after stream, but it's a bit too late now. Actually, it's still sunlight up. Maybe I have some time to go do a run after this stream, and then I can come back and have dinner. I woke up just now. Well, okay, hold on. You're in a different time zone. You're in like, I'm not gonna say where you're from, but I mean, I know roughly what time zone you're from. All right, I know it's morning for you probably. But yeah. Okay. I say roughly morning. I actually don't know what time it is, but something. What is it? Let me think. It's probably like roughly 11 p.m. Okay, yeah, 11 p.m. I was gonna say like 10 or 11. No. Wait, it's 11 p.m.? I was gonna say roughly like maybe like. Is it? No, I guess 11 p.m. makes sense. Okay, never mind. $12 p.m. I was gonna say, yeah. I was gonna say 11 a.m. or 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. Okay, so 12 p.m. So around noon is about right for you, Yan Yan. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say that. I was like doing my time zone, my times. Never mind. Okay, there we go. We're gonna play an on the rail shooter mode now. This is so surreal. Holy moly. I feel like I'm playing in an arcade right now. There we go. There's a few time zones. There's 10 a.m. somewhere. Okay. I was thinking of like the Japan time zone. I think like what is it? It's like Japan is like what, minus 9, 10 or like 9 or 10 like hours from where I am right now, so yeah. But yeah, I woke up, what I do. And then right before stream I went to go get some Tara milk tea because I just needed an excuse to go outside, just to like reset my brain. Because if I stay inside all day, then my brain doesn't like it, so I had to go outside for a little bit. Just like even a little bit going outside is nice for my brain. But because there was a line outside of the normal place I go for milk tea, I went to a different place, and honestly, it's not that good. It's really not that good. I think they gave me some sort of like pudding topping, even though I didn't ask for it, and I don't really like it. So I'm probably not going back. So I think I remembered why I didn't like going to that milk tea place. Woke up really late. Okay, don't worry. I woke up at. I mean, I'm a night owl, so me and my sister are night owls. We both. I would get on my sister for waking up really late, but I'm gonna be real. I do the same. So my sleep schedule has not been fixed yet. I tried to fix it last night, but did not work. And now we're here. Now we're streaming Powerwash Simulator because I haven't really done that much with my day yet. But that's okay. We're taking it slow. And honestly, there isn't that much for me to do here anyways because back home, it was so much more for me to do it back when I was in college because I was living on my own. I had to go like, I had chores to do and everything. Man, I can't believe I'm saying it. I miss doing chores because my mom refuses to let me do chores. Like ever since I was growing up, she has always refused to let me and my sister do the chores because she loves doing them herself. I had more stuff to do back when I was in my apartment. I had more places to go because I was more nearby things. In LA, everything is so spread out that like, everything is so spread out because the city is so big that you kind of have to like have a car and like go out and like have dedicated road trip days. So, I don't know. Halfway done. Yeah, I want to have something to do though. I have nothing to do. I guess I need to lock in on, at this point, I just need to lock in on like YouTube because there are like definitely some drawings and stuff and videos I need to edit and stuff. So, wait, what am I doing? I have a ladder. Maybe I should lock in on those with the distinct lack of stuff I have to do. But there's also the stuff I don't want to do because there's stuff I have to finish with like, with school, and I don't want to do that. But I guess I have to lock in on it. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Alright. Aish. Yeah. It's not really, I don't know. I really want to get out of LA for a bit though because there's so much. There is a lot to do in LA legitimately, but I've already done it all. I've done most of what I want to do here in LA already, so I want to go do something else. It's the fact that there's nothing to do because I've already done it before. City of Angels. Yes, that's true. Yes, it's Los Angeles means the City of Angels. Look forward to new content. Yeah, just someone yell at me to actually do it though, because I have not locked in on it.
Doc, we found a mucky old thing in our garage. Let us know when you're free to come over and give it a wash.
Oh wait, that's Aura Smith. I don't know why I gave her that voice. I thought that was someone new. Hi, I'm going poop. Good for you, Martha. Good for you. First lock in. Ah! Thanks. Sure, I will. You know what? You know what there is to do in LA? Shohei Ohtani. You can go watch a baseball game of Shohei Ohtani because he's in the Dodgers, the LA Dodgers. All right. My mom loves Shohei Ohtani. Okay, cool. Thanks for letting me know you went to go to the potty, Martha. Thanks. Martha, you're oversharing. TMI, Martha. God, keep that to yourself. All right. I'm your. You hired me to wash your house, to wash your true house. Okay. You don't need to tell me that you went to go poo poo. Gonna come to LA. That's next month though. That's like in a month. I have nothing to do until then. Except for go to Little Tokyo and I don't know, cook food. Maybe we could learn how to cook apple pie. That'd be fun. I also need to record covers, but I need to warm up my voice a little. Imagine like I'm imagining the absurdity of like in like my position, right? Hiring someone to like, I don't know, like I'm gonna commission someone to commissioning someone to like maybe like do my mixing for a cover, do like an illustration cover for like one of my covers, right? Like I'm commissioning someone to do art, and then I just tell them while they're doing my art, by the way, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I need to go use the restroom. Oh my gosh. Wait, I hope I never overshare with anyone. If I ever commission you, I hope I never overshare like that. Bless you. Thanks. Thanks, chat. I don't think I've ever gotten that many bless yous before from chat. That's great. Side-eye you from my screen. I would side-eye me from my screen. Alright. Did Kurtis sneeze? Yeah, sorry. I didn't mute my microphone. Ah, true. Yeah, that's me. That's me. What is it about dads and having violent sneezes? My dad has the most violent sneezes. I don't get it. He like legitimately like I was gonna say he spits up blood. He doesn't spit up blood, but he might as well spit up blood when he sneezes. It's so violent. Bless you, late. Thank you. Does anyone else have dads with violent sneezes? No. Like he spits up like he like has like a lot of like body fluids come up when he sneezes. Like a lot of like things. He goes I legitimately he goes like I'm like sorry. I hope he doesn't hear me saying that. I'm not trying to make fun of him. I'm not trying to make fun of my dad when he sneezes. I don't know why, but he sneezes really violently. It's not even like that one Vine of people like sneezing in public versus sneezing at home. He does it like in public too. Like he like legitimately like whenever he sneezes, we hand him a tissue box, and I'm like, we need to like clean up on aisle 9 over there for when he sneezes. Not Kurtis dad level. Okay. Okay, no. Yeah, I don't know. My dad is, it's like a whole event when he sneezes, basically. I don't know. Don't sneeze with your eyes open. Isn't it, like, impossible to sneeze with your eyes open or something? Anyways, yeah, no. I'd like to think that my sneezes are not as violent as my dad sneezes. Louder and smile. You more often have smaller and quieter sneezes. Don't sneezes come in batches or something? I feel like if I sneeze, usually there's like a second one coming at some point. You know? I feel like sneezes come in pairs. Although maybe not this one. I'm in pain after I sneeze. Do you guys have loud sneezes? I feel like I have an average sneeze compared to like, you know, fitting me because I'm a pretty average person. When someone is thanking you, sneeze twice when they're cursing you. Sneeze thrice when they really miss you and they're thinking of you over and over. Does that mean you guys think about me a lot? Because sometimes sometimes like my nose gets itchy and I sneeze like 4 times in a row. Is that you guys? If I sneeze 14 times, that means that God is about to send down a thunderbolt your way. No, I'm kidding. Oh man, that means you're sick. Oh man, just 5 times in a row. I feel like my average is about 2 sneezes. Usually it's about. Actually, I don't really keep track anymore. When I was a kid, at the very least, it was usually about 2 sneezes if I sneeze. Should I be counting? That's up to you, fam. I don't know. You can count if you want to. Okay. You know what? If you don't count your sneezes, then God can't smite you. How do I get this? I guess like this. Okay. I know you do, Black. I know you crave arson. I mean, the gnomes over there are already dead. I mean, you can give them a cremation if you want. It's what their families would have wanted. Yan Yan sounds like a nickname I know IRL. Yan Yan is a cute nickname. I like that one. That's you.
pretty diet today. Yan multiverse. Welcome to the Kurtiverse. PC mod. Yay! Oh, my legs are broken now. Waves through the night as my lungs burn inside, as I fake through the day that never subsides. If I can't call to mind all the words or the lines, I'll try to ride the train wherever it will go tonight. Charlie found my phone? Okay. So it wasn't Martha. Plot twist. Oh, well, there she goes. Oh. I gotta ask my friend who I sold the PC to about, because I sold my friend to, no, I didn't sell my friend, no. I sold to my friend my old PC that I used to stream on, and I think they've been using it to game. So I haven't really kept up with them. I need to like ask them like what they've been playing. I think I tried to ask them what games they were playing, and they never answered me because I got distracted by something else. But I have plans tomorrow. That's true. I should probably end stream soon because it's been about 3 hours, and I need to go eat dinner. And if I want to run, I should do it while there's still sunlight. Alright. Let's just do this real quick, and then we'll... Okay. There we go. Okay. I think we'll wrap up stream right about now. Okay. Well, rest in peace, gnomes. I'm gonna be honest, I completely forgot I completely forgot that the bars and the gnome were still there on stream. I should probably hide those. Okay. There. I think my sentence is over. Okay. How will you run if you're stuck in prison? I'm sure they have facilities in there. I think my sentence is over. It's fine. I'll just escape now. I myself have determined that my sentence is over and have decided to escape because I am, contrary to what my status may think, I am the illustrious Phantom Thief, and I have the ability. All right, you can't contain me. Okay. If I think my sentence is up. It's okay. But yeah, let's wrap up stream. My sentence is on my terms, exactly. Okay, let's wrap up stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, I think it's time to I think I'm okay with wrapping up here. Yeah. Yeah. Darling. Good streams. Have a great rest of your night. Tune in another time. Better be hydrated. Yay! Before we can go back to jail. Yeah, you can't catch me if I'm not on stream. No. We're gonna... Okay, my next stream is gonna be on Sunday. What are we doing on Sunday again? Oh, D&D. We're gonna be doing a little D&D prep stream for our campaign because I need to continue that. I need to lock in. We might do a little bit of drawing, might be do a little bit of like character creation and stuff. I need to draw a map. I need to draw a world map. So yeah. But we need to do stuff like that. D&D, yippee! Yeah. Yeah. And then I will hopefully have stuff to edit how to edit 2 D&D streams per weekend. I mean, it's more like a D&D prep stream. We're not going to be like playing a game. I won't be, but I will need to get prepped for D&D so I can start streaming our campaign again. So that'll be fun. Yeah. Hanashi. Hanashi ne. Okay. But yeah, let's wrap it up. I want to speak Japanese, but like I'm too like, I want to use Japanese more, but I'm so like nervous about using Japanese because, I mean, obviously it'll make me look like a weeb if I do speak Japanese, but like, I'm like not confident in my ability to speak other languages. I heard if you run 3D. Okay, I will. Thank you. Thanks, chat. Alright, let's go. Alright, yeah, let me wrap it up. So, yeah, I'll see you guys later, and hopefully
Yeah, no, hopefully I'll have stuff drawn and done and edited so we can have content. Okay. Good night. Bye bye. Otsukasama deshita. Maybe that's a little bit, that might be a little bit too polite for this. Otsukare, minna. Bye bye.